Where is she at? There she is. Witchy Caradwin. Hear the voice of the bard, who present, past, and future sees, whose ears have heard the holy word that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapsed soul and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return, arise from out the dewy grass, night has worn, and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while without turn away, the starry floor, the watery shore, is given thee to the break of day. Good to see you, good to be with you. Look at there. Lewis, do you sleep? Oh my. Do you sleep, Lewis? Yeah, you and our rabbi here. The rabbi is on as well. Yeah, I don't. I usually don't do Sundays. Yes, I don't do Sundays. But today it's raining outside, and there's nothing I could go and do. So I said, well, I'm just going to entertain here. So I'm rained out. I can't go out to my grove where I normally do my meditation and religion. Look at that. New indicators of membership. Look at that chemistry. Yes, new emojis, new indicators of membership right there for your entertainment. Kid's birthday last night, fell asleep early, so you got up early. Yeah, it's got to be like 4 a.m., right? Where you are right now. And good to see you, Swadaga. Good to have you here. Who's the Muffin Man? Kit Kats. What kind of Muffin Man are we talking about? You talking about me being up early here, providing your morning spiritual entertainment? Is that what a Muffin Man is? Yeah, your girl will be up soon. How old is your child there? That's you got to do an early, so that the party was early in the day, and you got to do some sleep. My daughters, they were the two of my daughters. They're like Irish twins. They're kind of born in the same year. They 14. Yeah, my daughters are two of them are born in this month. They 17 and 16. That's what they are this month, this very month. So that's yeah. My youngest, he's a boy. He's 11. But my oldest daughter, she's 25, and my two daughters, their birthday is this month. So they get kind of a scammed, right? When your birthday is around Christmas time, you get kind of a scam when that happens, right? Let's see here. Can you give my friend Violet a shout out? Who is Violet? Is this some type of trip up there? Your wife will be up for work in 30 minutes. I'm making her coffee. You're preparing her for this, starting off. Your eldest son is 41. Well, you're an old man. Yeah, my oldest daughter, she's 25. I would be your son as well, because you're like what? No, you're 67. You'd be like an uncle or something to me, because I'm 49 years old. My parents are in their 60s. How old is my mother?
68.
68. So my mother, I guess, Rabbi, my mother's as old as you are. So I guess you would be old enough to be my parent. Let's see here. Man, I feel 2 birthdays in Xmas for me, your wife and your oldest. Oh wow! So you get that all together there, right? Good to see you, Nibbles. Oh, look at Nibbles. You got a membership symbol at the end of your name. Isn't that wonderful, right? I changed some of the symbols, and you got the Owen symbols right there. You got the blue one. I think that's for second month or third month membership. I can't remember. And I got new emojis up there. You have to travel to over to Michigan for Christmas. Oh my, that is quite a journey. You turned 70 2 weeks ago. Oh my, wow. You are. So I was off a few years on your age. So yeah, you're definitely old enough to be my father, and you're also a grandfather as well because your grandson, who comes on here as well. Yeah, I am also a grandfather. Let's see here. My mother is uh, my mother's mother's still around, so my kids have a great grandmother. That's quite something. We have when my great grandmother was around, my oldest daughter was around. We had a 5-generation picture, so that was quite something to be able to see all of that history in one photograph. You need to make lots of reefers, seeds to afford it all. Just grinding up the seeds. Yeah, I remember doing that. What's terrible about when you're smoking a reefer and there's seeds in it, they explode. That's no fun, right? Your reefer paper, boom, the explosion of the seed. Yeah, that's quite a nuisance. Uh, YouTube stole your Equinox sandal. Must have done something against. No, what happened a few weeks ago? YouTube changed your channel name and your handle name. They switched it. It used to be your channel name that was on here. Now it is your handle. Now you could go to your Equinox. You could go to your channel, and like every 6 months or something, you can change your names. So you can certainly change it to Equinox if you don't like the nibbles there. Uh, your mother's still around, so you have a great grandmother for your grandchild. Isn't that something? Yeah, that's how old my grandmother is. She's what, 92? My grandmother, she's 92? 91. She's 91, so she's getting up there. She was around when there was dinosaurs playing. I always send her Christmas cards with dinosaurs on it and stuff like that because she's old as hell. It's nice to be able to live that long, right? Good to see our good friend Vixen, servant of Anubis. Good to have you here. Pack Mike, can you wish my friend, you're a racist son of a bitch. Get off of my channel. These stupid shit that they put in there. I mean, it's terrible. These racist people. You're actually a great grandfather's. Wow. You've got the great grandmother. Isn't that something? That is such an honor for like your what a blessing from the Almighty, right? For your great grandmother to be able to be a great grandmother. What a privilege, right? That would be awesome to experience, to have that. We are living longer than our ancestors, right? We are much healthier. I mean, I take vitamins every day. I plan on being around a while. Every time I go to the doctor, he says, I am in perfect condition. That is always the status. And I feel like I'm, still in my 20s. I feel the mentality. Your grandmother died a year ago. Wow. 104 years old. So you're probably going to be around a long time, Rabbi. You're going to be a long time. You know not the Almighty. Watch your mouth, Edom. So we got another racist son of a bitch on here. These people, they call you Edom. That is, I would guess you are a black Hebrew Israelite. This religion is no different than the Ku Klux Klan. They just they emphasize the black culture, and it's really a shame because if you take the idea of color out of their spirituality, they don't have shit, right? There's no substance there at all. These people are racist sons of bitches. And they pretend like they're spiritual by doing community action and protesting. No, you're just protesting because you're racists. You don't care about the community. You don't care about change. You are a sick and demented lot. Let's see. Yeah. She is older than Israel, the state, of course. Isn't that something? Wow. Isn't that something? Yes, kids don't play with experimental drugs like the billionaires. Yeah. Go away, Moshe. Moshe, you're a fraud. Your religion has no substance. We are not interested in the black Hebrew Israelites. You people are evil. You are no different than the Ku Klux Klan. You're a sick and demented lot. You have no problem with them, but they do presume they are the true one and superior to others. Yeah, that's not a real religion. That's not a real religion, right? We're all brothers and sisters. It's the colors, the scheme of colors upon humanity. It is a celebration of our humanity. It belongs to all of us, all our colors, all our diversity. We are all one. And in our creativity, we express that unity in various ways. And it's really a shame that you have religions that are based upon their color. It really is disgusting. Skin color, that's for them is all that matters for them getting wherever they're going. You are descendant of the Levites, and also interesting. Now, do you have like DNA? Have you tested your DNA, or are you just going by generational records? Because I know that there's a group of it over there in Israel that are Anasazi or something like that. They are closer in DNA to the actual biblical Jewish people. Whatever you have tested in Israel, yeah, they're going to set you all up for temple worship when they get that temple built back up, right? They got all their Levites ready, right? Very interesting, yeah. The main tribes that we have in terms of DNA is all the other ones. There's the Levites and the tribe of Benjamin and David, but the other ones, from what I understand, there is no more evidence in terms of the DNA. You are the only tribes that have DNA mark. I could be wrong. I'm not up to date on the Jewish lineages, which is quite fascinating. Some of like the diversity of the DNA. Let's see here. You are part Levi Lewis, yeah. You've tested here in Israel, yeah. Now the temple is going to be built soon. I might still live. Wouldn't that be a blessing, right? Now, how do you feel about the position of the temple? Because isn't it originally supposed to be on Mount Moriah, like outside of the city of David? And the second temple was built within the city walls, right? Does it matter? Wouldn't that be more convenient? So you wouldn't have to deal with the Muslims, right? All right, George, screw you. You're an asshole too. Goodbye, George. Let's see here. These people are just deranged here this morning. All right. The location is important. Yeah. I heard it might be built in America, but but if we want to build it, the Al Aqsa has to go. Unfortunately, yeah. Wouldn't that be interesting to build it in America? Because we have a large Jewish population here. There's more Jews here, right, than there is in Israel. Is that correct? The difference can be the comments of the nation. Israel still scattered. Yeah, well, they're doing a good job of not being scattered, right? Correct? Okay. Yeah, there's all kinds of, all of these crazy Christians over here in the United States, they all get temple crazy, right? They think that the end of the world will come. They always want to support Jewish people, but they don't give a shit about the Jewish people. They're just interested in their deranged form of biblical prophecy. They think they could force the ending, force the God to come and return or whatever. Now, in this, will there be sacrifices as of old if there is a temple? These are questions that people have thought about. Where are you going to get the consecrated oil that makes everything holy again? Where's the formula for that? This is all like disappeared, right? You had a certain group within the Levitical community that handed this lost tradition of the anointing oil that consecrated everything within the Jewish temple. Let's see here. God will deal with those who kill innocent children, right? Yeah, before I got on here, I released a YouTube short. Now, several times in the Old Testament, God calls for the murder of innocent children. And I quoted Samuel chapter 15. It says, kill the nursing infants in the King James. And this is quite unfortunate, right? Christians will defend that. Yeah, most people that see this, they know it is. That's how in the Old Testament, everything was blamed on God. Everything, God did not command people to kill children. That's how the people interpreted their things. But many Christians will say, yes, God did that. And they'll defend it. I mean, it's quite inappropriate. I think it is, when you have a God commanding you to kill children, that's not a good God for you. And that's the problem with how Christians, they have turned the Bible into an instruction manual. This is how God really is. He kills children. Most people of intelligence and biblical scholarship, they understand the reality of mythology. Let's see. Yeah, the story already happened. Yeah, I believe that as well. Many laws will come back in the Tamal returns. Interesting. You think the Pyramid Wars was Book of Revelation? You think that? Interesting. So by default, we have a Jewish mama now who happens to be 93. Bless her. That is cool, isn't it? Let's see here. What's up, Captain Honky? Good to see our good friend, Captain Honky. How wonderful. You have come at a time when we have a black Hebrew Israelite that is on here. He's like, yeah, you can. Captain Honky is here to contradict you. God's a sadist. Yeah, certainly. You could certainly come to that conclusion, right? Watching people suffer and finding pleasure in it. You know, many of the church fathers, in trying to explain hellfire, they said, we're going to enjoy watching people being tormented. Sick people. Natalie, our master of Reiki, is here. Good to have you here for your Sunday church service here with Keredwin here. The Church of Keredwin here. Keredwin, the goddess behind me, spreading the Awen to the four corners of the earth. Good to have you here. Jesus was a communist, an agitator. They didn't have communism back then, did they? That is a modern invention. Communal living, certainly. Yeah, communal living. That type of communal living was done in the context of it's the end of the world. The communism of the New Testament is unsustainable. It cannot be sustained. It was done in the context of the reality of the world going to end. Therefore, when you give all of your stuff away and years go by, you have an unsustainable economy. Let's see. I don't know, but I'm happy Netanyahu will dealt with all the children and given justice. I don't know. I don't get into the politics. Yeah, where the hell? He's in there. Thinks God is a DJ. Interesting. DJ God. You don't stand with war, Rabbi. You don't care about Netanyahu or the government. You just stand for humanity. You're a good person, right? You are a person of diversity. This is why the good Father has brought us together here, right? So we can stand in solidarity against the cruelties of politicians and always wanting to have these wars. And it's really bad here in the United States, the religions of the Christian fundamentalism. It supports this shit. It supports it. They're all cheering every time a war is in there. They don't care about the Middle East. They only care about their deluded biblical prophecies. They could care less about Jews. They should care less about Palestinians. These people are really sick over here in the United States, sending money, not because they want to help sustain humanity, but to bring about the end of all things. These are really sick people over here in the United States. If God is a DJ, life is a dance floor. Love is rhythm. You are music. Very, very poetic, my friend. Good to see you, Maslav. Good to see you. Good to have you here. for your spiritual entertainment here in the morning. Like and subscribe. You do this, it brings more people here. I do this every morning. Usually I don't do it today. This is usually my day off, but it's raining. I can't do anything outside. I wanted to go to my grove this morning, but here in Florida, it is raining. So it's all wet. I can't go out there when it's all wet. Let's see here. The Flavian dynasty wrote the book, Look Up Apollonius of Tanya, all manipulation. Yeah, I would suppose so. There's lots of this manipulation in the ancient world. There was always miracle workers, people writing it down. I believe that most of the Bible is mythology that points you in a direction. Certainly, I believe in an ultimate God, a Father. I believe certainly in the Christ figure as a person who taught how to embrace the Father's love. I certainly believe. I do not believe in sin. I think sin is a creation of the church that is used to make you see that you're going to be destroyed, that you're always going to be destroyed, that God is always mad at you. It's quite inappropriate. What is my religion? Spiritual entertainment. That is my religion. Good to see you, Oscar. Oscar, you're a nod wannabe. What is a nod? Or OD wannabe? Let's see here. You are a Hermetic, stoned again Christian. You smoked the reefer. The reefer smoke brought you into a new mode of existence. Born again, stoned. You go around consecrating the objects in your home with marijuana smoke to bring enlightenment to yourself and to your environment. You are a Christian, but you just have a different understanding. I don't consider myself a Christian. No, I do not. I don't go to church. I left Christianity in October. So this is all new to me. I was a Christian minister. I worked in a church, and I have left that. I originally retired for medical reasons, but there's also theological reasons as well. I don't plan on ever returning to a church because I just don't believe that, the presentation of the religion to me is quite inappropriate. It's a form of control. It's a form of manipulation. If they took out hellfire, who would want to be one of these Christians? No one, right? Very few people would follow Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Morning rituals in progress. Yeah, the Bible says all have sinned. That's a scam. There is no sin. There is no angry God. This is a way to manipulate you. There are certainly good and evil, and certainly things that, God does not like. But he's not out to get you. He's not out to destroy you. He's not ready to bring vengeance upon the world of humanity. This is an inappropriate, and our ancestors were very, very primitive. When a comet would fall from the sky, oh, God is mad. This is what you'll find in the Bible. Our ancestors had a primitive understanding of divinity. They did not understand it as we do today, because we understand nature, and we don't have gods pissed off at us all the time. I am low-key fire. Thank you. There was a Christian woman who attacked you in South Africa about Jesus in Isaiah 53. So I disproved her claim, and she started crying and spoke in tongues and claimed the devil was. Yeah, these Christians are quite hysterical, right? Some of them. They get all excited when they see a Jewish person, and when things don't work out, they get really delusional and crazy. This has happened to you many times on here, Rabbi. When they find out you're a Christian and they find out you're not buying their Christian agenda with Isaiah. You're not a real rabbi. Do I believe in the evil power? I believe there are evil powers. I don't believe in the Bible devil. I certainly believe that there are evil powers in the world, the dark beings, and we can be dark. Why can the angels, the gods of old, there's a lot of dark beings in this world. And in the Gnostic mythology, they're called archons. They are beings that rule the world through the corruption they sow. And the greatest one is fear. They need that energy to survive. And I think the Christian church is one of the greatest evils in the world because it makes people afraid. It makes people afraid of God. I am not a fan. Now, I think, what the Christians did to the God of the Old Testament is they brought him into a new level of beyond what Jewish people have. They changed religion into a form of control and fear mongering. And then you get to Islam. It's like Christianity 2.0, which is quite unfortunate. Let's see here. Can I please explain my religion? I'm hearing it for the first time. Well, Keraduen is the goddess of bards. I am a bard. And it's a very simple relationship that we have. The only institutional thing that I practice in terms of religion is I get together with my druid buddies every solstice across quarter date to celebrate what we call the Wheel of the Year. I am a member of the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. That is the only institutional thing, and it's very loosely organized. You can be any religion. When I started this organization, I was a Christian. Like I said, leaving Christianity is a very, very new thing for me. Let's see. The stoned again Christian is very laid back, right? Rosie O'Donnell is the closest thing to the... You don't like Rosie? You don't like Rosie? Gemini. It's always good to see our good friend, the Gemini, that is with us. Yeah, I do take Sundays off, but I'm trying. I'm 500 behind from getting 10,000 subscribers, and so I wanted to work really hard this week to get to 10K. I got 400 subscribers last week, which brought me up to 9,500. So I'm hoping I'm going to work real hard this week to get me to 10K. And if you are a community member, we have new emojis. We have new membership markers, as you could see some of the members here. Like and subscribe. I do this. You can also join our community. There's a join button over there. For the price of a cup of coffee, you could support what I do. I do it for a living. And you can join our Discord server once you become a community member. We have people there of all religions and non-religions. There's atheists, there's Jews, there's Muslims, there's Christians, there's pagans, there's just people of diversity that are there. Do I believe in heaven? No, I do not. I believe that heaven is here. The narrative in the Bible, the Jewish people were not looking to go somewhere else. They were looking to be resurrected because their God is here. God is in the land. God is in the temple. He's not in some mystical dimension in the sky. Jesus never told people he was taking you to heaven, James. Not one time. He told the thief on the cross, today you will be with me in paradise. The Jewish people were looking for resurrection. Paradise is Eden. Eden is here. It is not in some other place. Like John 3:16 is the most unfortunately misquoted verse. The idea in John 3:16 is that death will end and you will be resurrected. Whoever shall believe in him shall not die, but shall have everlasting life. Christians have changed that verse to say, shall not die is going to hell. The everlasting life is going to heaven. Everlasting life means everlasting life. It means this flesh here will be resurrected. That is the hope of the Jewish people. That was the hope during the time of Christ. But the church changed this narrative to control and to manipulate people. Let's see here. I don't believe in the Bible. You do, Katie. The Bible to me is mythology. It is not the Word of God. When it becomes the Word of God, you have a God telling people to murder nursing infants. People of intelligence that see this in their Bibles know that that is not a real God. That is the biblical author attributing their activity to a divinity. God does not want you to murder children. See, yeah. Trying to catch up. There must be a balance. It's only truth. You don't believe there's any devils in hell? I believe that the devils are all here, Rabbi. We are amongst them, worse than them. Man, more sin. Yeah, I think you're onto something, Rabbi. I think when it comes to devils, demons or whatever, they're like, look at what these humans are doing. We could never have thought of doing that much evil in the world. Yeah. That was the claim from a rabbi, and Shakespeare took part of it. Yeah. Does your organization do witchcraft? There are people who practice witchcraft that do join the order of bards. So they mix their witchcraft with the druidry. Druidry, the magic of druidry, is you could call it divine magic. What you do in ritual, what you do in prayer, is you work with divinity to make the world a better place. This is what is the magic of druidry, is, you work with the natural energies, you work with gods, you work with divine powers to make the world a better place. It is an earth-based spirituality. The idea is not a transcendental one, where you're transcendent one, where you're up in the sky, but right here, it is you're trying to make the world a better place. Earth-based spirituality, which you certainly have in the Hebrew tradition, because the God is in the land. God is not somewhere else. God is here, right? And this is something the world has lost. We have Jewish people who practice druidry. There are Muslim people that practice it. There are Christians that practice. There are atheists in the organization that I belong to. The Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. If you're interested in druidry, look them up, because they are quite a diverse organization. Now, if you are a Christian and you have problems with the esoteric, there are certainly things that people do in druidry that would not make you comfortable, like reading tarot cards or runes. I read runes myself. All religions have divination, even the Bible. Now, the God of the Bible did not want you to go to other nations for divination. The high priest had the Urim and the Thummim. He'd roll those dice. God, what's up today? Where should we go? Divination was something that has always been part of our humanity. The Bible never condemns divination. It condemns going to other gods to doing it. That was the narrative in the Old Testament. Let's see. What made you believe whatever you are believing is true? What I experience it. That's I don't believe in pretending. Like a lot of people who go to church, they pretend. They are taught, you will experience God when you die. I do not pretend. I live what I experience. I don't believe in God. I know divinity. I'm not Keredwin. I don't believe in Keredwin. I know Keredwin. I experience her. I don't even worship Keredwin. I don't worship any gods. I experience them. I love them. I share my life with them. They share their lives with me. Keredwin is an ancestor. She was one of my Welsh ancestors that, experience apotheosis. And she is like a Christian saint in many ways. Let's see. You'll get to 10K in time? Yeah. The thing that pulled me was being flabbergasted that a deacon was roasting the shit out of people in the chat. Yeah, people enjoy me doing that, right? I'm quite skilled at it. In my younger years, before I was religious, we had in the urban areas of Detroit that I lived in, we had what was called capping contests, where we would insult one another, and whoever had the most insults would win the contest. So I'm very good at insulting people that insult me. Like this, for instance, this would be something from you're so poor, they put your mama's face on a food stand. That's just an example of my, what we used to call in the urban areas of Detroit, capping contest back in the early 90s, a long time ago. So I'm quite skilled in dealing with people who are being dickheads on here. Hell and heaven are both realms we go after death, also states of consciousness. Yeah. Well, some people believe that. I do not. I believe that the everything is here. Now, dying, you experience what is already here differently. Heaven and hell are states of your being, and you bring that state with you when you die. And thankfully, there are people that help you to make that transition. Let's see. Yeah. Shoot, where am I at? Let me try to catch up to you. You need a book of comparative mythology, for example, heaven, otherworld, Elysium, angels. Yeah, there's a lot of literature out there that does comparative mythology. That I am an amateur mythologist. I really appreciate mythology. I as you know, people who listen to these, the Voice of the Bard, we're coming up on the 100th episode of Voice on the Bard. So I'm going to start numbering these for future reference. I didn't ever think I would get this far. 10,000 subscriptions coming up. I had 2 million people this year view this channel, and it's been a real blessing to be able to do this and to make a living doing it. Just starting out, I made about $2,000 this year doing this. That's not enough to make a living yet. I'm just starting out. But by the end of next year, I should be able to have a sustainable income. And I appreciate all of you that has made this possible for me. This is a dream come true, to be able to share my journey in spirituality and culture and art and poetry, all of these things as your bot, to be able to share that with you. So like and subscribe. And you can also support me with the join button over there where you can access our Discord. Thank you, William. I appreciate you subscribing. Nerian, you have sinned. Keredwin forgives you, Nerian. Keredwin forgives you. You'll be okay. Should we legalize cannabis and psychedelics? Yes. Yes, I think that I take cannabis every evening to alleviate my arthritis. And I do it in the gummies. I buy the Delta 9 gummies. And it's quite unfortunate that the government shutdown bill of recent here in the United States, that these evil sons of bitches snuck in a anti-cannabis bill. And 500,000 people will lose their jobs next year in November if this is not changed. I will not have access. I'll have to go get me a marijuana card, which I don't want to do. I like just taking the Delta 9 gummies. So yes, I think it should be recreational, certainly. It's no different than alcohol. You can always abuse it. And for medicinal purposes, I think it's very essential. Marijuana has helped many people. And the stigma against it is created by politicians. These politicians don't want you to use marijuana because they want you to buy their pills. Big pharma and big alcohol and tobacco. These organizations are against you using marijuana because they're going to lose money, lots and lots of money. So all of this stigma that you've been taught socially about marijuana comes from evil sources. So yes, someone 1342.6, yeah. You're an older gentleman and you prefer to undress in front of everyone at the swimming pool bath. Sounds like fun. Yeah, have a good time doing that. You can't do that shit here in the United States, so rest your ass. Let's see. One time I lit my neighbor's hair on fire. because she left him. You sound like a real deranged person. Maybe you should get some help. You shouldn't light people's hair on fire. That's not good. We should deal with root causes of change. So the systems, the structure. Less people will turn to drugs. Yeah, drugs and alcohol have always been a part of our humanity. Abuse is the problem. You can abuse food. People who you can get high off eating food, right? I mean, you can abuse anything. You could take a bottle of Robitussin and drink a whole bottle every night if you wanted to get high. There's all different ways to abuse. And I did that when I was younger. We used to call it roboing. When we didn't have money for reefer, we'd go get some Robitussin from grandma's closet or something. Drink the whole damn bottle. Yeah. Those druids are always stealing your plants. You keep seeing two-dimensional figures around you. Well, you're doing evil shit. That makes sense to me. No one cares about my rubbish. Well, why are you here? You just here to be a dick? Is that why you're here? Nottingham Prairies? You don't have to be here. Let's see here. Demonic contests? Prove it. Prove there is a demon here. Prove it. If your experience is true, then why I didn't experience it? I don't know. That's the God's fault, right? I don't blame people for being atheists, right? I think that you should not pretend. I would certainly be an atheist had I not experienced divinity. Now, I can't, I am of no obligation to prove to anyone my experiences. Those are mine. I am not a Christian. I don't have to force my God into the world. I don't need to, try to prove that the gods exist with paperwork. If you're not experiencing divinity, don't even bother. I mean, that's the God's problem, right? Now, how I demonstrate my experience to the world is by what I'm doing here. That's the only way I can show you that there's something going on within me, is by what I'm doing here. It's the same way, with this idea of love, right? Love is a chemical reaction to an experience you're having, right? It's something that is sustained by a relationship with another person. This is what I feel within by experiencing my goddess Keridwen here. I live a certain way. I act a certain way. I share my life in a certain way because I experience a divinity. I can't prove that to anybody. I can't prove I love my wife, but it's certainly a reality for me. Now, you might think I'm delusional or insane. That's okay. My delusions, my insanity has made me a better person in the world. It has saved me from death. So I'm very happy to be crazy, insane, than to be someone who shouldn't be alive right now. Disgusting behavior. Yeah, you're disgusting in your behavior. You're acting like a child, Mr. Nottingham. You don't have to be here. You are being disgusting. You are repeating yourself. It's okay. I don't like your religion. You don't like mine. Who gives a shit? Move on. Quit acting like a damn child. Let's see. I'm Father Deacon Dildo. Wonderful. You're such a wonderful Christian. You see how they act, these little children? They don't get their way with their religion, these fundamentalist Christians, and they turn into dickheads. Now, I might be a fake penis to you, a dildo, but you are a real penis with ears and eyes. You are a real dickhead, sir. Let's see here. That's a good one, though. I like that. I'm Father Deacon Dildo. I'll have to remember that one. The Church of Fake Penises. Now, where am I at? You keep seeing a black man who's running, and his head looks ancient Egyptian. Yeah, you're seeing all kinds of stuff. No, I'm not Catholic. I left the Catholic Church in October. I am no longer a clergyman. I retired from my work in my church because of medical conditions. And I wouldn't have lasted long because I contradict the church here all the time. I am no longer a Christian. I have left Christianity. I am just a heathen now. That's what I am. Why am I wearing a priest suit? Well, you don't know much about clergy shirts. They're used by many different people in various religious traditions, not just Catholic. And I wear it because I am the high priest of spiritual entertainment. Now, my name of the channel, Father Deacon, that's what they used to call me in church. I started this show doing church shit. I have, deleted all of those videos that I did doing for the church. I don't promote the church. But now Father Deacon is my stage name. Let's see here. Whatever kind of religion you want to discuss, I'll discuss it. Let's see here. Yeah, you might want to see a doctor. Yeah, I would agree. Good to see you, oh my. Noah Floods is here. You going to the zoo today, Noah? Let's see here. All other things aside, you're just a cool dude. You love tuning in here. Thank you, Captain Honky. I appreciate you. I appreciate people coming in here, sharing their experiences, I sharing mine, and learning from one another, right? This program to me is a journey, and I plan on doing it for the next 25 years of my life. Taking shrooms? No, I haven't took mushrooms in a few months. I think you shouldn't take those all the time. It could cause you psychosis. We should go boycott Tesco. I don't know what Tesco is. Alcohol is far worse than pharmaceutical. Yeah. It's far worse than marijuana, right? 2,000 years of usage, no one has ever died in the same way that alcohol has caused most of the deaths here, like alcohol, the car accidents here in the United States. I mean, you don't see that a lot with marijuana. When someone gets high, they're like, oh, I don't think I should drive. I mean, it happens, right? You have far more people dying from alcohol than you do reefers. But these people who own all the money, they don't want your governments to legalize the marijuana because they'll lose money. It has nothing to do with the health of the people. It has nothing to do with the well-being of society. It's all about where the money is. Follow the money trail, and you will find it. EMIT, good to see you, our good friend EMIT. You will send seeds to me when I am on the other side of the war. If anyone needs seeds, I will freely give you seed. You send marijuana seeds to spread the hope of humanity. I am Lucifer's angel. Good. Yeah. Wonderful. All glory to Ice Queen. Serotonin. Yes, I guess you could make that good. Our Celtic chieftain is here. Good to see you, Brian. Medical cannabis pharmaceutical companies will make a lot of money of them. Yeah, their kind of cannabis, right? Yeah, that right now, it's no good. It's too damn powerful. The THC pills. I remember I had a friend dying of cancer. We had to bring her reefers because the cannabis that she was using from the little black pills that she was taking, it was too damn powerful. It made her comatose. Let's see. A bunch of people in California got poisoned by eating wild mushrooms. One died. Yeah, you have to be very careful when you're going out mushroom picking. Just because it looks good for your high or your salad doesn't mean that when I go out to my swamp, out to my grove, there's always mushrooms growing. Never the ones that I need, but they're out there. You've been binge watching the show, My 600-Pound Life. Yeah, you can absolutely abuse food. Yeah, is that what the two sisters? Yeah, we watched a couple of the redneck sisters. They're what a culture, right? The redneck culture. They were drinking diet sodas because they thought it would count as a diet. when they would eat like a whole box of donuts with a diet soda. It's quite, well, I drink a diet soda with it. I mean, it's quite ridiculous. The hemp laws really screwed the ease of the seed. They didn't need to do that. They are making it a medical federally, is what I'm hearing. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to have to get a marijuana card at some point. I don't want to have to do that because when you have a medical, I do own firearms. I need firearms to survive. I go out in my swamp. There's creatures there that will eat me. So I need my firearms. If you have a medical marijuana card, you cannot own a firearm, and it's against federal law. It's kind of like, I don't think I would get in any trouble because in the state of Florida that I am, it's open carry. So it's constitutional, open and carry your weapon. You have not seen the bodies? No, I haven't. They gave a freebies to the beverage company, no, not effect to their business. You can't handpick winners and losers, certainly. Black, white, I am a heretic. Prove it. I'm not even a part of your religion. It would be more appropriate to say he is of a different religion. Heretics belong to a certain Christian group and have said, I want to believe in different ideas. I am not a Christian, so I don't qualify as a heretic. I might be a blasphemer because I blaspheme a lot of Christianity because it's a lot of it is bullshit. Some of the things that, the people, I was a clergyman. These people, some of them were scared shitless of God. They're like, every time they would miss a Sunday, they would have to get a blessing and some, because they didn't want to go to hell. Hazel, you've experienced the peace that passes all understanding. Yes, so have I. It's wonderful, isn't it? It's wonderful. The peace of being loved, the joy of belonging to a deity. The All-Father revealed himself to me long ago. And this love is not one that you can lose. It is a love that does not forsake. It is a love that does not require you to believe. Why can't you Christians be suspect of a God who needs you to believe in it, that needs you to go around to tell others? Isn't he not ever present and omnipotent, but he needs people to spread his message? Do you not see the scam in this? Let's see. Keratwin, yeah. No, I am not a Christian. You can't prove he loves his wife? Yeah, right. Father Deacon just said a bad word. Shit. Oh my, did he really? Let's see here. I'm trying to catch. Do you see some of my community members? I changed the monthly membership logos all the way up to like 5 years. So you all have different Awen symbols or Kerduin symbols or cauldron symbols. I also have given you new emojis, new Celtic knots, pagan symbols, everything that you've asked for. It's all there. You're an atheist, you're welcome here. I am very grateful to atheists. You should be forging away. Yeah. I don't understand how these people can hear everything Deacon says and then be like rubbish, demons, evil. It boggles the mind. They are so blind. Yeah, they don't listen. No, they're not interested in listening. This is a problem with Christians. They will ask you to be open-minded, but they are not. When you don't arrive at the conclusions that they want, they say that you are a devil. I mean, it is quite unfortunate. There it is. You got we have the skeleton there is for Iceland, because our good friend Iceland, she's into all types of necrophilia. So we brought the skeleton there for her. Shepherd's Chapel. Oh shit. Let's turn to God. Yeah. Nope, not interested in your fundamentalist Christian channel. Sorry. If people want to go watch Christian fundamentalism, I won't stop them. If you enjoy the nonsense and bullshit of Christianity, go to Shepherd's Chapel YouTube channel, as he is trying to promote here. I am the troll slayer. Yes, I am. Do you not believe it anymore what happened? No, I do not. I believe it's all mythology. The Bible to me is a mythological text. You saw the symbol of my necklace in a dream. That's because my goddess has called you to be here. There's something you need to hear from me, right? That is why. And I think you should go to a doctor. That's what I think if you saw the symbol. The things that you've been saying are quite delusional. Lighting your neighbor's hair on fire, wanting to swim naked in community pools where there's children and shit. You are quite delusional, sir. You need to go see a doctor. So if you saw the necklace, the goddess wants you to see. The goddess loves everybody. She wants you to go get some mental health counseling. Untouchable. All religions are fake gods, and the devil doesn't exist. Yeah. Does it make you feel good to say that? Most of my atheist friends, they don't get an erection when they go to channels and say, God isn't real, don't believe in God. I don't know why you get so much excitement in that. It's because you're insecure, really. Let's see, yeah. Let's see. Thoughts on Islam? The only type of Islam I like is Sufi Islam. I am not a fan of the Abrahamic tradition. Like you have, that if you kept it just the Jewish, it would have been fine, right? But what the Christians have done they have brought it to a new level where it's very inappropriate. It destroys cultures. It makes people afraid of God. And Islam is like Christianity 2.0. Now, in Christianity and in Islam, there is wisdom, there is goodness, there is truth. Because every human being, no matter what religion they are in, they are capable of greatness, right? So every tradition has its holy men, as they are called, right? But I am against the Abrahamic religions. I think they are the agent of the archons. They want to make people afraid of God. You cannot love God if you are afraid of your God. You just cannot do this. A God that demands worship. You ever ask yourself why? That sounds pretty pathetic, does it not? A God needs you to worship. A God needs you to believe in it in order to have it to be your God. Why do you have to believe in it? Why can't the God just love you, right? Why do you have to believe in it? Now, I've met the All-Father. The All-Father's love doesn't depend on you believing in it. It is there. If you are an atheist, you are loved. And one day you'll realize that, right? But not for the Christian God. The Christian God destroys people for just having the wrong ideas. He will destroy you. Do you not see how evil this is? That's why I left Christianity, because it's false. It is not good for the world. So that's my thoughts on Islam. Like and subscribe. I do this every day. I got about 60 people on. If you do this thing, it helps bring more people here. You can also join our Discord community if you buy me a cup of coffee. Small, medium, or large, that join button over there. I do this for a living, and I appreciate other people's support in what I do. Spiritual entertainment. Every day I'm on here, at least twice a day. Usually not on Sundays. I'm not here. But I do this every day. I share things from culture, poetry, spirituality. We talk about various topics here. And Tuesday night, we're going to have a good friend of mine come on for an interview. I do interviews as well from people with different spiritual. One of my, I consider him a mentor. His name is Dr. Michael Martin. He is a teacher of Sophiology. Sophia is this principle within creation that holds all things together, that leads you to divinity, that helps you to see the beauty in the world. So Dr. Michael Martin helped me find enchantment in the world. So we're going to be talking about Russian Sophiology on Tuesday, Vladimir Slovlov, Sergius Bulgakov. Who is the other one? The one that wrote the Pillar and Ground of the Truth. Some of these Russian philosophers. We're going to be talking about that. Let's see here. How do I know that your experience of the truth, may people experience Hindu gods as truth? I don't understand. What you have to back up here. Truth as an experience. Do you find value in what I'm saying? That's what you have to ask. If there's value in what I'm saying, it comes from an experience I've had here. I'm sharing what I have with you. Now, you are thinking of it in a type of, a different type of philosophical presentation. And these conversations that apologists have with one another or debaters. You need evidence that your belief is the right one. No, you don't. You don't need me. You don't have to listen to me. If you find value in what I am saying, if you find it that it is helpful, that is the evidence. There's something at work in me. You are of no obligation to accept that. And I understand. I'm not trying to force it on you. You don't need evidence because I'm not forcing it. I'm not a Christian. This is real. I've had an experience. If you find value in what I am saying, that is the evidence that I give to you. Alcohol is not your cup. Yeah. I don't drink either. I quit drinking a few months ago, and I switched to marijuana, and I lost 30 pounds. Switching to Delta 9. I will drink on occasion socially for celebrations and things. I will, like Christmas time, I'm going to get trashed. But I don't do alcohol. I would prefer not to use drugs at all, but I have a medical condition. Sobriety to me is the best way to experience life. That is my every time I would have encounters with God, I was sober. My meditation is at its best when I'm sober. Liquor gives people health problems. Yeah, but I'm not against people using substances as long as you're not abusing them. Some of you abuse substances and you know it, right? You don't like it. You feel trapped. You feel enslaved to the substances you are using, and you don't like that, right? That's not good. Monkey god is the devil. What is a monkey god? I don't know what the hell that is. Let's see. You're getting a vodka chocolate milkshake today, but we'll be drinking it. It sounds delicious, That sounds quite delicious. Let's see here. Where am I at here? I'm seeing, okay. Yeah. Natalie, he is saying some really bizarre shit. I've encouraged Narian to get mental health treatment. I mean, some of the stuff he's been saying, I don't know if he's just being a troll, but he has been saying quite inappropriate things. So I would encourage you, Narian, to get some mental health. Let's see here. What are my beliefs? Spiritual entertainment. That's it. Let's see here. The doctor is guest. Good to see you, Glenn. Good to have you here. Augmented Night, our good friend, Augmented Night. Good to see you. They made a TH pill that put someone in coma. Yes, my friend. Thank you. You got your hand stuck in a plunger and it hurt. Yeah, get some health. Get some health treatment, sir. I don't want to condone what you're doing. I know you want me to heart your. I appreciate your contribution, but you should be going to find some mental health treatment. Now, the THC pill that my friend who was dying of cancer, when she took these pills, she couldn't talk. So we had smuggled, we brought her out into the parking lot in a wheelchair and smoked reefers with her. When she was in hospice, reefers. The THC pills were too powerful. You should see one of the sisters from that show, Tammy. Yeah, the biggest one. Yeah, I watched Captain Honky. Me and my wife, we watched the first 2 seasons of it, and it just got repetitive after that. All of their crazy They're rednecks. I mean, these are the people that are my neighbors down here in Polk County. You know, the people that shop at Walmart and stuff. I mean, they are very strange in their culture, and it's quite repetitive. But I'm glad that they're finding health. I'm glad that they're healing. That's a good thing. I just don't appreciate their culture. Um, where I live, people run around with guns and camouflage pants and shop at Walmart, have their asses hang out their backside when they're picking over to pick up a gallon of milk. I mean, I will never shop at Walmart. I mean, where I live. I mean, it's like going to the circus. You like the new icon of Kerado under here? Yeah, you could see that's her cauldron there, and all of this, the steam that comes out of her cauldron, is the tail of Tellius. Yeah, I really enjoy it as well. Who is the real joke here? What's going on? Why is this a joke? Good morning, the true few. Good to have you here, our friend. Father Deacon, do you know the Orphic egg, or the short story of the egg? Yeah, the creation of the foundation of the cosmos. Yes, I'm familiar with it. We are all the one consciousness incarnating every individual. What do you make? It's interesting. You know, all of these mythologies that we have in the world, that help us to make sense of what we are. It's very interesting. The idea that we are the universe realizing itself, you know, that is a common saying amongst many of the philosophers of our day, right? I don't know what we are, but I know that we are wonderful and that we are loved. I'm trying to figure it out. And sometimes when you stay at the same conclusion, you don't grow. You know, when you dig your heels in and say, I am this type of philosopher, or I am of this particular religious tradition. When you dig your heels in, you don't grow. You stay at that one. I want to keep studying. I want to keep hearing people's journeys. I want to keep learning. You can be an alcoholic and still own a firearm. Yeah, see, what a contradiction, right? They'll take away your right to have firearms for having a marijuana card. But if you are alcoholic, you can go around and have all the guns you want, right? The demonization of marijuana use in the United States is quite inappropriate, and it's all has an agenda. Oh shit, where am I at here? A little bit behind in the comments here. Let's see here. Scrolling up here. I lost a bunch of your comments, and I apologize. Let me see where I'm at here. Tony, why does God condone slavery? Because he's evil, right? Man, that's quite simple, right? Only evil gods make you take slaves, right? That's a simple answer there. You're fresh off 32 ounce of West Korean banana night screecher gorilla runs. You spin back, you're going to Sycamore twisting my shit in Walmart. Okay, have fun there, Mr. Nick. Have fun there. You're drinking Jamestown. You ain't no Catholic. You're a scam. And I know I'm not a Catholic. I never claimed. I left the Catholic Church. There's no scam here. I'm totally legit. Shalom Audio Aholic. Good to see you. Look at all those cool emojis there that we have for our community members, right? And every so many new members that come in, I can get more emojis. So please join our community. I do it for this a living. You just like and subscribe. There's a join button over there for people who want to support this. You know, I would only do this occasionally, but since people are paying me now, I do this all of the time. I enjoy doing this. And if you could support what I'm doing, I want to be more professional. I want to get a studio. I want to be able to take care of my family. So whatever you can, you know, help me out in that, I appreciate that. And you can become part of our Discord community. Let's see here. You're a false prophet. Yeah, I am. I am the one preparing the way for the Antichrist. You're right. I'm not a pagan boy. I'm a monotheist, sir. Keredwin only. Keredwin only. Whatever makes him happy, I guess. What makes me happy is when people don't act like dickheads on here. That makes me happy. You come on here saying I'm false, I'm a heretic and shit. You don't have to be here. You know, when you do that, when you go into somebody's community space and act like a dickhead, that's all they know of you at that point. When I don't like somebody's a YouTube channel, I just leave. I don't have to make a statement. Hey, everybody, I'm a dickhead. That's what you're doing. Do I celebrate Easter and Christmas? Yeah, I celebrate what we call it in the Alban Arthur. That's what we celebrate for Christmas. Easter is, what would that be? That would be, what do they call that? I'm in the wheel of the year. I don't remember the. I don't celebrate the Christianity. No, I'm done with Christianity. I celebrate the wheel of the year. It's very new to me, all of the terminology in the druidry. I practice druidry, and one of the things is that we celebrate what's called the wheel of the year, which happens to all the spring equinox. You know, that Beltane? No, Beltane is February 1st. So the next feast after that, I don't recall, because I'm new to this. What's with the 5-pointed stars? They're fun. All right, now you're being a sicko, Niram. You're going to have to leave. Goodbye. Yes, these people are, yeah. Niram, you're a sick person. I told you to get some help. Yeah, a lot of people are pagan on here. There's people from all different religions here, and atheists. You know, people who enjoy having conversations about these things. People don't come back to life. No, they don't. But is it possible? Anything's possible in our world, right? With the right technology, right? It's so weird how they are spreading Roman ideology, and yet they think the deacon is the one spreading it, yeah? Shadow projecting, yeah. If you see Christian faith as a scam, take off the collar. No, because I don't wear the collar for Christianity. I wore it when I was a Christian too. I led thousands of people into the church. Now I wear it to get you out. The church to me is evil. Good morning, Jeffrey. Bard's Life. You know, Jeffrey, you gave me an idea. I made a few Bard's Life videos, YouTube shorts. Thank you for giving me that idea. I got a few more that I'm going to make. I have like 5 total Bard's Life druidic videos that I made in my YouTube shorts. Yeah, they command others, and they can't control themselves. Yeah. Yeah, tell them, Dixon, tell them to take a chill pill. Yeah. No, I do not celebrate Easter and Christmas. I celebrate the wheel of the year. Wannabe nomad. You say there is a God. I ask if you can prove it. You say no. I say I don't believe you. And I don't give a shit what you believe in. You do you. I have no obligation to prove anything to anyone. I am a spiritual entertainer. I don't give a shit what you believe in. I don't care if you don't believe me. I'm just sharing my experiences. People have all kinds of experiences in life. You don't have to believe in them. You know, go away. Go find a Christian fundamentalist channel to get your atheist direction going. Most atheists that are my friends on here, they find the conversation entertaining. Some of you, when you were Christian fundamentalists, you became atheists. You brought your fundamentalism with you. Grow your ass up. You don't need to go on religious people's channels. I don't believe in God. No one gives a shit here. Go somewhere else. Grow up. Let's see here. Trying to catch up here. Everything has a little bit of truth to them, right? That's right, Draga. And there's truth in all things, right? It's how you want, the perception is very important. If you're not looking for truth, you are not going to fight it. If your truth is trying to prove everyone's wrong, you're not listening to the other person. You have, there's no, what they call, like, I am open-minded. I will listen to what you have to say, and I will reflect upon it. I will consider it within my being, that if I am wrong, I want to change. I did that with my secular humanist friends, like Christopher Hitchens. He's not, he's not like a friend, but, listening to his wisdom about religion helped me to see that there's a lot of bullshit in it. Listening to Dawkins, listening to Sam Harris. Those people helped me as a human being. I am not closed-minded. You are loved by the people you're surrounding yourself with in life. I don't need an invisible man in the sky to find love. Good for you. Well, why don't you grow your ass up and stop trying to prove your unbelief? No one gives a shit here. Hung Bunny Goddess, our good Fuzznuts friend is here. Good to have you here. Am I Jewish? No, I am not. I am a spiritual entertainer. I happen to know you personally, know God in the Son. You felt rage and release. I don't know what you're talking about, Nick. I don't. God is gay. Well, he makes gay people. There's some wisdom there, right? God bless. Thank you, Dominus. You're Jewish? Wonderful. Yeah, we had a rabbi on here earlier. I don't know if he's still around. About our good friend Rabbi Abraham. He comes on our show. He is a person of diversity. He has people in all religious faiths as colleagues. Brian, you thought the Bible, Enlil does some evil thing and Anaki has to intervene to help humans. Yeah, you find that narrative. Let's see here. Christianity is false, but wearing the Roman collar of Catholicism. Well, you don't know what this is. This is something that many traditions use, not just Roman Catholics. I left the Catholic Church, by the way. You're Black, Jewish, and Irish. Wonderful. Let's see. Jesus came to deal with the way out. It's about experiencing, not religion. Well, that's a religious statement. You like studying Jewish beliefs? You're talking to Gerald. It's not surprising to me at all that you went from Catholicism to pagan, basically the same thing. I am not a pagan, sir. I am a monotheist. Damn it. Celadwen only. Pagans have too many gods for me. Not surprising. Not surprising at all. You are a traitor to your belief? No, I am true to myself. When you find a belief that is not good for you, you should leave it. And that is what I did. That's not being a traitor. Now, you might think I'm a traitor because you're a Christian. I think that your religion is evil. That's why I left it. Good to see you, Maria. Now, Maria is a good Christian woman. She doesn't believe in all the bullshit of the church. Good to have you, Maria. Maria's been the right hand of the deacon since the beginning. Our wonderful astrologer, Maria. We have our morning and evening astrologer here, Louis and Maria. The stars are just right where they can both be here at the same time. I'm not interested, Gerald, in your teachings. I don't want to know your YouTube channel. Not interested. Let's see here. Let's see here. Guys, a hypocrite. We're having a dog collar on. This guy says if he is being a hypocrite. No, you have defined what hypocrisy is for me. I do not practice hypocrisy. So you are full of shit, sir. What's that picture of? Ashley, that is my goddess Celadwen. That is the mythology of Celadwen in the steam that comes from the cauldron. In this mythology, she shapeshifts and chasing Teleus and also is a shapeshifter. So this is the, where's my, shoot up. It is a druidic, it is a druidic mythology. One of the foundational mythologies for the organization that I belong to, the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. This is like an ancient Welsh mythology that is the foundation of the tradition that I belong to. Do you go to Facebook? No, I don't do Facebook. I left Facebook a long time ago. People are too annoying on there. There's too much politics and shit on there for me. It does feel evil, doesn't it, Natalie? Yeah. Yeah. The people on there were just, a lot of them, especially the religious ones, especially in my own church, not like my parish, but a lot of them were pricks. So I just got rid of my Facebook. Yeah, very egoic. Yeah, that's right. So basically, you say you don't drink, yet you drink to celebrate. That's not hypocrisy. I recreationally drink. Man, you just want to be a dickhead here. Do you feel good about yourself, Craig? You're trying to find all kinds of faults in here, and there's nothing you can do. I will always contradict you, sir. I have the upper hand here. You do not. Let's see here. What do you teach? What book? What religion? None. I don't teach anything. I am an entertainer. There's no religion here except entertainment. I don't care what you believe. I am someone who has been on a journey. I seek, I try to understand, I share. If you have religious ideas, I love to hear them. I love to talk about them. There's no books here. Let's see here. Yep, Mrs. Simmons, good to have you here. A false ideal? I don't think so. Too true, the problem is weed takes time to realize you're dependent. Yeah. There are a lot of people that use marijuana inappropriately. Some of you are on here, and we've had conversations, haven't we, about it. It's hard to look beyond the high. And you're so used to this, you don't understand that there's much more to life than getting high. You're not going to be able to get to that special place until you give up your dependency. Once you decide to take that journey into sobriety, you will find the great mysteries of life that you could not experience when you were getting intoxicated all of the time. So that's a thing I try to encourage. I am not against the use. I'm against the abuse. Gemini, there's a monkey god in his name is Humanan. Yeah. He's a powerful entity, right, for Hindu people, right? You're not a Christian, but I don't find any evidence and any logic. It seems you have experience that Hindus, Sikhs have too. With all due respect, you'll claim I don't give a shit. You're here to debate. You're getting your boner here by, I don't believe in you. You don't have the evidence. Don't give a shit here. Go find a Christian fundamentalist channel to play your little games here. Your shit doesn't work here with me. I know all of your games. Let's see here. Whip all the asses who are trying to F with you? Yeah. That's what happens here, Nick, right? I don't play around. Yeah, give him some Reiki. He needs some good Reiki, Natalie. That's crazy. I bet THC pills are strong. You smoke 25% and have smoked up 35%. When you get there, you get hallucinated. Yeah, there's a mild, depending on the marijuana that you use, it does cause mild hallucinogenic effects, right? Do I observe Yom Kippur? No, I do not. I do not. I am not Jewish. I am a heathen. You're a Walmart shopper. Lease them out of your pajamas. Yeah. There's people who wear lingerie in Walmart. I mean, some of the shit that people talk about there. If you go there, there was once a woman wearing a lingerie bra and a pajama bottoms on with slippers in Walmart. I mean, what the hell's wrong with these people? I mean, Walmart has the craziest culture, especially like in the North. Walmart is different. In the South here, I mean, it's like it is where all the rednecks they find their culture from. I mean, I don't go there. I go to Publix, damn it. Publix for me. You don't get that shit in Publix. You have more culture in there. Why are you taking money from someone who thinks that I can't help? He gave the damn money. I didn't force him to do it. Yeah, as you notice, I did not put a heart or a thumbs up on his image there. Have you any plans to travel since leaving the church? Yes. I'm saving up 5 years. I'm going to Stonehenge. I'm going to meet with all of my druid buddies over there in the United Kingdom and celebrate the summer solstice. That is my pilgrimage me and my wife are going on in 5 years together. Let's see here. I didn't get pissed on you. You know what the games you're playing here, sir. You are playing a game. Grow your ass up. Good morning, Olive Juice. Good to have you here. Our good friend Olive Juice. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Let me scroll down here. I'm way behind in the comments. I try to get to everybody's comments as a courtesy to you. But unfortunately, sometimes YouTube takes away my ability to do that. So I apologize. If I've missed your comment, if I've missed greeting you, I apologize. Let's see here. Gwendolyn, our good friend Gwendolyn is here. The High Priestess of the Orchard, Aes Sedai, Gwendolyn. Good to have our good friend Gwendolyn here. And Crazy Carl. Yeah. Let's see. Good to have you, Crazy Carl, here. Yeah, I just lost a shitload of comments. Let's see here. You love turning around Christians speak and using it as a pagan or heathen, whether I am, yeah. Let's see here. It's wild how these, and Knight of Cypher, our good friend here. It's wild how these fundamentalists demand everyone follow their beliefs or else, yeah. That's when you are controlled, when you are manipulated, you do the exact same thing. This is the way of Christianity, right? Why can't the God of Christianity, who is everywhere present, all-knowing, all-seeing, why can't he help people to believe in him? Why does he need people to do it for him? That should make you suspicious, right? You like the picture of my goddess? Yeah, I like it too. I have all kinds of wonderful pictures of Caradwin, and I really like this one. This one's going to be around for a while. You're a man of GOG. I have about 1,000 games on GOG, the video game service. Good old games. Yeah, I love GOG. I love my old school games very much. Yes, you're right. I haven't played video games in a few years, but I was semi-professional for some time, and I gave that up to contribute more of my life to the spiritual path. Not that games were wrong. I just wanted to use more of my time and treasure to seek more, which brought me to this, right? This is my spiritual journey here that I share. If I was dedicated to video games, I certainly wouldn't be able to do this. But I have fond memories of video games. My all-time favorite game is Baldur's Gate 2. I think about that game every day. Minsk and Boo are a part of me, and many of the characters and of this game have inspired me. So I that is my all-time favorite game. Let's see here. I want to know what evidence or any kind. Do you want to know my evidence? Right here. Don't give a shit. That is my evidence to you. I don't play these damn games. I mean, it's ridiculous. Give me evidence. See, there's my morning cappuccino right there from Help Me Rhonda. Thank you, Help Me Rhonda. I needed that. Let's see. You're here to reject heretical governance of all platforms. You don't want to discuss religion. You're full of shit. You want to debate with people. You want people to prove it to you. Go away. No one gives a shit. Yeah, discussion involves two minds that are open to one another. You are not like that. You're just pathetic, right? You do this on many other religious channels as well. You know you do. You do it because it makes you feel important. You don't have real substance in your life, so you have to go and do this immature shit. Grow up. Quit being a dick. Albin Arthur is a winter night and the winter solstice feast. Yeah, that's what we celebrate. Gwendolyn, you are a druid. You know all of these druid things, right, that we celebrate? You should join the order. It's a wonderful organization. Let's see here. Christianity is false. Yep, it is false. That's why I left it. Let's see here. You left the church a long time ago, Craig. I don't need a guy in a collar to tell me anything. Okay, you can have your experience, but please don't present yourself looking. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. This is my show. You can't tell me what I'm supposed to do. Want me to come to your house and say, you can't wear a thong and makes your pecker stick out too far. Do you want me to do that to you? You want me to go to your house? Let's see here. What makes me believe? Lots of drugs. That's what makes me believe. You don't have to believe in new anonymous. It's a personal gnosis. This comes, yeah. Crazy Carl. I agree with you, Father. I have my beliefs. Yeah, you're a Christian, right? You don't give a shit about what people believe, right? That's good. Yeah, I'm a Muslim. Yeah, we get all kinds of people on here. Your mind reminisces of your open. No, yeah. Noah here is Matt. Some of you remember Matt from a few. He likes going to zoos and watching animals get it on with one another. He is a really deranged individual. Winter solstice is Mother Night, when the deer mother flies. Yeah, that's an interesting mythology that our good friend Vixen was able to educate me on, because I'm learning all of these things. I'm learning about my ancestors and what they believed. He doesn't make gay people. How do you know that? How do you know that? You're not gay, are you? Can you speak for gay people? I think it's so stupid when gay people share their experiences with people and they'll say, no, that was a choice. No, that's who they are. And you pricks come around and say, no, that's a choice. You don't know another person's experience. They're not you. And you shouldn't be a jerk to them when they're trying to share their experiences. Let's see here. You dress like a nun and you work the corner. I bet you do. Miss Simmons, I bet you do. You have a good time doing it. I bet you make a lot of damn money doing that. See, this is a very inventive way of capturing attention, right? Yeah, I'm far behind, Gwendolyn. I'm far behind. You don't want to discuss religion, Abu, with people. You're just being a nuisance and a prick. You're not interested in looking for any type of divinity. These people spamming here. It's just pathetic. Is Caledon in the Mabby? I think there are instances that point into the direction of Caledon, if I'm not mistaken. I am not an expert on the Mabby. I've listened to some of the tales from the first book of the Mabby Nabogoyan. I can't even see it. Sorry, my Welsh ancestors are rolling over in their grave. Like, you can't see how things right. Yeah, I'm terrible at. That's one of the things I'm not good at. In my organization, they give you like a manual to help you understand Welsh and Gaelic. And I'm like, not interested. I'm only interested in the earth-based spirituality. That's what's wonderful about Druidry, is you can do it your own damn way. I mean, they guide you in the order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. They guide you, but you can do it your own damn way. There's no you have to do it this way. There's no dogma in Druidry. But we do have our pricks, that say you must do it this way. Is that within every tradition there are people who are fundamentalists. Yeah, God, unless God is not perfect, he made mistakes, yeah. He makes humanity perfect. Oh, I'm going to destroy them now. What kind of shit is that? What's the symbol? That's my triskelion. Let's see here. Where are we at? You can watch my channel, Numenominous. I explain a lot of it. Yeah, Natalie has a wonderful channel if you want to learn about Reiki and spirituality. Yeah, I am a subscriber. Peace Ninja, nice to see you. God doesn't take much responsibility, right? He makes other people do all his shit work for him, like killing children. Go kill those children for me. I don't like them. That's the God of the Bible. In the beauty of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea with glory and bosom that made for you and me. I died to make you holy so you could be free. The God is marching home. And I'll conclude with your poem there. It is all a scam, you see. This God is no mystery. He is a jerk. No more than that can you see. Your God is wicked and evil. The idea that of holiness and sin is a farce. Everything is holy. There is no, God can't be here. That is a scam. The idea of separateness is bullshit. Greetings, Fortified. Good to see you. You thought I was Catholic? Nope. I left the Catholic Church. I am an apostate. I left Catholicism. The truth is you have an ego control. Tell him, Natalie. Shoot him with some of those Reiki beams at him. You ran to the grocery store, Lewis. You ran out of coffee beans. Now that's damn near sinful, isn't it? You got to have those coffee beans, sir. Yep. Let's see here. Dakota, nice to see you. Good to have you here. You can't handle the truth. That's right. You quit Facebook, Twitter, and social media outside of YouTube. It's just a waste of time for you, Knight of Cypher. Yeah, most of the people, it's all freaking politics. I mean, when I joined Facebook, I just wanted to argue with people all the time. Then I grew up, and then that's all they want to do on there. Yeah, my wife is on Facebook. She shares pictures of family, and most of the shit she ignores on there, like most intelligent people do. Blue Days, good to see you. This is your first time. Are you a druid? You are from Canada. I practice druidry. Yes, I am a bard. I am a member of the Order of Bards, Ovites, and Druids. I am a bard. The bard's life for me. Me and Celadwin here, going to all the world, bringing the bard's life. If you didn't know you are not part of the real church, you would have said, damn, what kind of priest is this? Well, Grinderstone, I am the high priest of spiritual entertainment. That's what I am. Let's see here. Yeah, the druid of spiritual entertainment. Yeah. You have 3 cats. Lies are your imagination. No, imagination is the organ of truth. Without the imagination, everything would be vibrations and energy. There'd be no interpretation. Everything begins for us in our imagination. And it's unfortunate that we have been dissolved to believe it is just for pretend. It's complete bullshit. Thank you, my good friend, the deity pudding, for my wonderful critters that are. I'm up in the office. They're not allowed in the office here in our home because my wife does her work out of here, and they'll chew up all the damn wires. They love sneaking. Sometimes when we leave the door open, they come in here and they run real fast because they know they couldn't be. They're so cute. When they know that they're misbehaving, they run and they do like what do they call it? A binky. They fly up in the air like sideways. So they love being in here and causing all kinds. Yeah, if you ever watch rabbits on YouTube, look up binky. They like kick their legs out in the side. So we keep them locked out of this room, but when they sneak in here, it's so hilarious, and I love rabbits very much. Why are you gay? Do you perform the natural obligation for fun? That's why I'm gay. I've heard enough of this guy's nonsense and his hypocritical view. Yeah, thank you. Why don't you leave now? You've just been a nuisance here. You are a direct descendant of Merlin? Wonderful. Good for you. Why am I gay? Have you seen women? How could I not be gay? Thank you, Gwendolyn. That was wonderful. Let's see here. Eckhart Tolle. Yeah, he's a wonderful author, right? I did a series of his quotations in my Eclectic Wisdom. I have various playlists from different traditions. I have one called Eclectic Wisdom, different philosophers. I have one Ancient Wisdom for ancient philosophers of old. I have one for, my newest one is Sikhism, wisdom from the Sikhs. I have one for Confucianism, Hinduism. I have Druidry, of course. And my newest one is God is not good, with all kinds of sayings that I've, as a clergyman, I've taken out of the Bible and say, look at this shit. Do you think this is God is good? No, he is not. Like right before I came on here, I made one that, you have several instances in the Bible where the God tells you to murder children. Now, if this was somebody else's religion, the Christians would say, that's an evil God. But because it's their own, they defend that shit. They defend it. They justify it. But if it was someone else's religion, they would certainly be against it. So that was right before I got on. I made that one. No politics, please. We don't do that shit here. Listen to your heart. That's right. Yeah, you can make it a long way in life with the heart, right? That is your intuition. With a stethoscope, yeah. Why is it Jewish are wrong? There's a lot of wisdom in Jewish people. I'm not against the Old Testament if it's just a mythology. I'm against it when it becomes God's word. What Christians have done to it, it's terrible. Knight of Cypher, you are a direct descendant of Hans Christian Andersen and supposedly the Danish royalty. So we have a royalty in our midst here. Our good friend Knight of Cypher. And if you are a let's see here, Christians drink blood and eat flesh. Yeah, well that's not the understanding, really. It's supposed to be a participation in the essence of the divinity, which all of us can do. Well, outside of the ritual of the Eucharist, you can change your environment. You can make your dinner that way. Everything is meant to share divinity with you. We have the ability to change the natural environment, make it more than what it is. It's called theurgy. So I'm not against the idea, but they have been accused of being cannibals, right? The Monkey King existed? I don't know. I wasn't around back then. I wasn't around. Opera, Apollo, all of that stuff. Yeah, I don't believe in mythology as fact. It points to the gods. The gods to me are certainly real. But the mythology, the stories we tell about them are not. There's a lot of history and psychology in these stories. And it makes the gods look terrible, some of it, really. Odin is the only god for you? Dagda for me. I am 10 minutes behind. I'm catching up. Do I ever put spells on my enemies? No, I don't believe in that shit. I think that's wrong. The idea that you would utilize evil to cause evil, I think is very foolish. And you will pay. When you curse other people, when you hex other people, it's like doing it to yourself. You will pay for that shit. Yes, I live in the USA. I live in Florida. And if you are a community member, you notice next to your names, we have new community designators for how long you've been here. We also have new emojis as well. Let's see. Yeah. Hats off to Nazad. He does his best to read all the comments. Yes, I do. I try to get to it as a courtesy to you. I like talking to people. This is what I do here, right? I try to have these conversations with you. Why am I? Because I am the high priest of spiritual entertainment. That's why I dress like this. It's quite simple. Let me scroll down to try to catch up with the comments. I'm sorry if I did not get to yours or if I did not greet you. You can always repost your comments. Hello from British Columbia, and nice to see you, Scott. Nice to see you. Kedadwin 316. For Kedadwin so loved the world that she gave her only cauldron, that all who had received from it would experience the hour. Kedadwin 316. One of my favorite verses. Let's see. Yeah. That is kind of an exaggeration, right? It's funny laughing at all the brats here claiming to have multiple gods. You find it funny? You find it funny, people's diversity of experience? The rapture is at any moment. Yes, we are waiting. We want all of you damn Christian fundamentalists to leave our world in your Christian spaceship. So we've been waiting for a long time. We had parties in September. So if you were here in September, we had a few parties for Christians to leave. And you're still here. This is unfortunate. Yeah, my Christian neighbor Jesus, I was hoping to get his brand new lawnmower, and he has wonderful tequilas that he gets imported. He doesn't tell his church that though. Let's see here. Please explain where it says what. Kedadwin chapter 14 verse 6. I am the way, the truth, and the cauldron. No one comes to the Awan but by me. Yeah, it's all in there. The book of Kedadwin. Yeah. Psalm 139 is a disgrace, yeah, where they bash the children's heads against the stone. One of the most disgraceful things in the Bible is Isaiah chapter 13, where it says God will raise up a nation against the Babylonians who will rape their women and murder their children and steal their things. What kind of God raises up nations to rape people? I mean, wake up, people who believe in the Bible. This is not God's word. This is a mythology. Gods don't do that shit. A loving father doesn't act like an asshole like that. Wake up, please. It took me 30 years to wake up. 30 freaking years. Good to see you, Sheik. Good to have you here. You're off to the garden? Oh, wonderful. Let's see. Father Deacon, you're in northern Alberta. You feed the wild bunnies there. They're beautiful white this time of year. Wonderful animals. You love the photos. Oh, yeah, there's so many beautiful rabbits. One of my, what I would really like to do is to go to Japan. They have what's called Bunny Island there. There was an old World War II experimental place with animals. Terrible place. And they just abandoned it. The rabbits kept breeding. So if you go to Bunny Island in Japan, the rabbits, they're always hungry. They'll run up to the humans for food. You can watch online. You can watch on YouTube. Look up Bunny Island, Japan. I mean, that would be a dream come true to go to Bunny Island. I love my rabbits. Let's see here. Satanic Natalie. Yes, watch out, Marky. She'll shoot that Reiki beams at you. Save Natalie's soul. Christian fundamentalist. She has all kinds of powers and energies coming forth from her Reiki hands. Let's see here. He has his sense of humor, that's for sure. Thank you. Yeah, I try to have some humor here. I am a comedian. Thank you for the show. You're welcome, Noah. Go back. Are you on your way to the zoo to watch the animals breed? The Bible contains several passages that mention and describe killing of children, often in the context of war, human sacrifice, and it's all God condoned. God says to do this. One of the evilest verses, 1 Samuel chapter 15, kill not just children who are nursing. What kind of God wants you to murder nursing infants? Isn't that disgusting? Isn't that disgusting? You have Jesus, then why is Jesus making you a jerk here? You're calling people demons and stuff. Do you think Jesus wants you to do that? How are you going to save Natalie's soul when you're calling her a demon? I love Oprah. She's wonderful. She talks about eating children. Oh, no, that's not good. Kill it when it's the Lord of Lords. Oh, Jesus sent you another email saying he doesn't like Marquis. Oh, my. Are you up for disapproving of the Bible? He's trying to save your soul, Natalie. Trying to save you. How dare a trans portray himself as a priest? How did you know that I had a vagina? I mean, how did you know that? How could you see my vagina through the screen? I was trying to, live my life as a man. I identify as a man. I didn't know that you could see downstairs. You've been looking at my OnlyFans page, haven't you? Haven't you? You're a descendant of King David? Interesting. Oh, my. I rebuke all your evil. Natalie is rebuking the demons out of you. Go after Natalie. Save her soul. There's a bunny. Oh, shoot. Trying to scroll up here. Trying to scroll. Lost a bunch of comments again. I apologize. Now, if I missed greeting you, I apologize. Sometimes YouTube robs me. I'm about 45 minutes behind in the comments. So at some point, the YouTube just removes them. There's like 3,000 on here already. Let's see. Yeah. Where are we at? No, I am not a Christian. I am not a Christian. I left Christianity in October. I am out. They have a sanctuary for cats over in Japan as well. Yeah. The Japanese people, that Bunny Island, I've always wanted to go over there. Now interesting enough, I have a Japanese tattoo on my back. When I was younger, one of my lovers, we got matching Japanese tattoos. And when I got married, I forgot to tell my wife about that until like many years later. I'm like, oh, I forgot to tell you this. She didn't care. She didn't care. You're a veteran. Well, thank you for your service. It's not God. It is evil. Tell him, Maria. Tell him. Tell him, Maria. Counter rebuke, yes. No, I am not a Christian. It's pretty funny watching the chat. It can be. It can be. Any curses against a follower of Jesus will be sent back to her. That's exactly what Jesus would want you to do. Put hexes on people. You have such a wonderful Jesus that you're serving. Oh, my goodness. Pikachu is like a walking rack with a taser. Yeah. Yeah, one of my sons got into Pokemon. It was quite an enjoyable game. I'm an evil man, Deacon. Prove it. Because I have a different opinion on religion than you, it doesn't make someone evil. Come on, fundamentals. Please, someone save me. Yeah, save us here. We need salvation. Oh, my goodness, yeah. Yeah, my soul is in your hands. Save me. Father Deacon, is there a good YouTube channel? Shit, where did that damn comment go? Let me scroll up. Where I can learn about your faith. This is it. This is my faith. I'm doing my own thing. Hearing Deacon's wife laugh at the chat's bullshit in the background gives you mana. Yeah. She loves this entertaining shit. Didn't see that coming, did you? I know how to talk to people on here. I've been doing this type of conversation most of my life with people who like to act like assholes. Stop being perverted and manipulated. You got to find a King James Version Bible and read 1 Corinthians and the rest of Paul's ministry. Yeah, my favorite verse in Paul's, shut up, bitch. You're not allowed to talk in the church. It's very empowering for females, right? Yeah, why would I want to listen to someone like that, right? That talks to women like that. No, thank you. Do you think John 3:16 is child sacrifice? No, because in the Eastern Church, Craig, they understood that Jesus came to defeat the power of death. He dies to defeat death. He doesn't die to pay off an angry and deranged lunatic of a God. That's something the Catholic Church invented. The Orthodox Church, to me, I'm not longer a Christian, but they are the only ones that have not changed the gospel. I'm not promoting orthodoxy. In terms of Christianity, they're the only ones that have not perverted the message of Jesus defeating the power of death. They're a dogma church, just like the rest of them. Dogma to me is evil. Turn away from your false gods. Tell them, Natalie. Blackbird, you like pizza? Don't we all? You wish you was as ignorant as Christians sometimes in a strange way. Yeah, it can be entertaining, right? Oh, my goodness. You're a Batman, so you're not a Christian? Oh, wonderful. How's the Joker doing? I always thought you and Joker were lovers. Is that true? Now, the one Batman where they have like evil Superman at the end of it, you save the Joker from certain doom, which pisses off Superman. Yeah, it's because you're lovers, right? I knew it. Let's see. Yeah, Caledon won't punish you like the evil Christian God. If you have the wrong ideas about this God, he that believeth not is condemned already. He condemns you for having a wrong idea. Caledon won't do that to you. Bunny Island is inspired by Espine Island? I don't think so. That guy is a pervert, an evil person. All of these politicians went to his island, right? They're all sick and demented. Yeah, the King James Bible is the worst Bible. I mean, I always think it's funny when, like, if you go to a Pentecostal church who uses the King James Bible, they start, like, prophesying and speaking in tongues in King James. Thus saith the Lord, thee thou fools, this and that, and thus being and ding dong, bing ba 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 shabat. Let's see here. Surprise, surprise, Christians being slandered. Well, you started it, dickhead. Good morning, Sheik. Good to see you. You are becoming Boshito. Interesting. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday to you. Do you think Chinese people should eat tacos? What has that got to do with being Chinese? There's a lot of Chinese people who eat all kinds of foods. I don't know what you mean by that. Jesus doesn't hex you. You assholes always do. You're like, in the name of Jesus, you have a devil and all this shit. I love it how I haven't had an exorcism in like 72 hours. But when you Christians do it, you do it to insult the other person. You don't care if they really have a demon. You're just being dickheads. Let's see here. I'm trying to scroll down. I'm trying to... the demon is here. Good to see our demon friend. Did I hear the good word of the IRS? Yeah. They want to take all of my money? Yep. Let's see here. The IRS collects your taxes. It's like paying for sins. Yeah, probably. You're Irish, aren't you? Yes, I am. My ancestors are. Well, I'm an American, but most of my ancestors were Irish. I'm not drunk. No, I'm not drunk. That is a unfortunate, and not all Irish people drink. Sins aren't real. That's right. It's all bullshit. Can you roast the Jehovah's Witnesses for a minute? They stole your childhood. Yeah, well, you didn't knock on enough doors. if you would have knocked on enough doors, you would have had a better childhood. That's the Jehovah Witnesses. They're always, if I became a Jehovah Witness, I would outdo them all. I would be the best. You Jehovah Witnesses, you need to annoy more people. You're not. Where have you been? Ever since I answered the door naked when you came last time, you did not come back for seconds. Why not, Jehovah Witnesses? Was it? Do you not like what you see? You let's see here. I'm not sure why this is in my feed. When you finish the Bible, meet yourself. Find out that it was the story of Kundalini rising from hell to the kingdom. You will face this firsthand. Well, maybe you're a person of diversity and you found this feed. I'm not promoting Christianity. Can I be Christian but still be in love with Jesus in a gateway? I don't. You can do whatever the hell you want. Now he says Jesus loves you after being a dick to people. Yep, Jesus loves you. I didn't mean to be a dick to you. Jesus loves you. That shit doesn't work. If you try to convert people by being a dick to them, the Jesus loves you doesn't help. Now, what's your name? Marky. Jesus certainly loves you. But everyone here in the chat thinks you're an asshole. Okay? Hello from Australia. Good to see you. Who is Mary's mother? Anna. Yeah, why would we listen to a Yahwist who puts us under these curses? That's right. Yeshua was not a Christian nor he was Jew. No, he was Italian, right? He was Sicilian. You're right. All the pictures I see of him, he is Sicilian. Let's see here. Funny how all the sad kids in here attack a difference in opinion. That's what you're doing. What do you think you're trying to justify your being a dick? You told Natalie she has a demon. You were rebuking her. And now you're like, I'm just an innocent Christian being attacked. Well, you're being a dickhead. People should say that. Oh, my. I have a talent to be a singer, pastor? No, not for me. Jesus. I guess I could have been one. You apologize for your earlier comments. You are forgiven and forgives you. Yeah, the idea of one day being holy. Why not the rest, right? Holiness and sin is a scam. Nothing is holy. Nothing is sinful. Everything is wonderful. Everything is. It's an evil scam of Christians. Oh, now someone's making Baldy Deacon getting annoyed. There you go again. You're saying Jesus loves you and you're being a dick. I mean, what? Do you think anyone here is going to be converted? Now, when I was a Christian, I led thousands of people into the church that had different points of view. I wasn't a dick like you are. That's very important. You should go to like seminary or something and learn some classes on how to speak to people. No one's interested in your religion when you're being a dick. Oh, yeah. He say I'm great to laugh at and everything. Well, keep it up. Keep it up. Look, everyone's going to treat you here as you present yourself, being a dick. Oh my goodness. A little Irish, probably like Irish cream liquor occasionally, yeah. You wish you are intoxicated, you are not allowed Oakenhill for health reasons, right? Mohammed, they cannot clean themselves with water, soap, and shampoo. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, I'm a cult leader. That's right. I am a cult leader. I've learned from the best cult leaders. Do you think evil negatively skips over boring people of little influence because they have little effect on changing or convert? Yes, and people with erectile dysfunction. You're right. Yeah, Scientology Mary, she was on here several times last week saying she was going to cure erectile dysfunction with Scientology. She's like, we have all kinds of wonders and mysteries. Maybe she'll be on again. Wouldn't that be nice? She's what Brian would say, a lava tourist. She helps conduct the rating of the planetary systems with Xenon, the god Zeno or whatever his name, because he likes screwing volcanoes. You want my sausage, Kashkan? I don't have it to offer to you. I'm sorry. And Marky is a failed Christian, certainly. Moses loves me too. Moses is an evil son of a bitch. Have you read the shit that he has done? Now, as a mythological hero, it's fine. But if he's a real person, would you want Moses to be your neighbor? Probably not. Probably not, right? You are hated by the kids in the Baldy Deacon's chat. No one hates you. We just think you're a dick. Speaking of Scientology, look at this, Gwendolyn. You've invoked Scientology Mary, and she appears. Good to see you, Scientology Mary. Oh my! Talk about what would we call that? More than a coincidence, right? That's a synchronicity right there. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? What the goddess Kedadwin brings for your entertainment privilege, right? Bringing all of this together in this great mystery of laughter and joy. Good to see our good friend Scientology Mary. We're still waiting for you to come to our Tuesday night erectile dysfunction meeting and tell us the wonders of. We have a large group of people, of men who have ED. Mary, we'd love to hear from you on our Tuesday night. We have an ED support group. You said that Scientology can cure ED. So come to our Tuesday night. Let's see here. We just need Crooked Gary. Shit. Oh, Crooked Gary was one of the people I rejected on Grindr because he showed me a picture of his penis that was like this. I'm like, no, thank you. I don't need Captain Hook up my ass. Go somewhere else. So he found my YouTube page, and now he is harassing me on an occasion. Jesus was a Samaritan, yeah. Jesus was a prophet, don't care. You need more cigars. You only have 9 left in the humidor. Yeah, go to your cigar store. When the Jehovah's Witnesses asked me what your religion is, I said, you are a born-again virgin. Every Friday night, they stop coming back. Yeah. Let's see here. Marky just said cheers to a demon. Yeah. I am a demon in flesh form. I rebuke you. Shit. I've been rebuked. Damn it. The demon's coming out. Oh, shoot. It's coming right out of my pants. Oh, no. Shit. I don't know if I could show this on TV. I might lose my monetization. Oh, now you see my real private part right here. The bone pillow brings comfort and joy to many people that lay upon it. Sometimes for pleasure, sometimes for just relaxation. Thank you. I want the real thing now. I didn't want that in my pants. My demonic boner pillow. Thank you, Christian fundamentalists, for giving me that sexual relief. Delivering me from this. I've been carrying around in my pants forever. And it attracts people. Like, wow, look at his private part is so large, and now it is out of my pants. Thank you. I didn't need that kind of attention. Didn't need that attention. Appreciate you. Jesus loves bad boys. Okay. Whatever. Jeez. Now let's see where I am at here. Let me see. I'm losing some more comments here. Losing some more comments. Yeah, if I did not just repeat your comment, if I did not greet you. I have been absoluted by the Catholic Church. No, they don't want me back. Fidelis brought us to Mary, right? You can fix my ED. Thank you, Marky. Yeah, they don't know. We don't, in our erectile dysfunction Tuesday night meetings, we don't support the use of the blue pills. We look for natural healing methods, like through Scientology and stuff. What is this blasphemy? Well, blasphemy for you, fun for others. Fun for others. Awfully plain, as you call yourself. Meet you a lesbian. Captain Hook could hit the cheese. Oh, shit. Zeus and Krishna are both in us. In him we move and have our being. Naughty Paul and Jesus stealing Hellenistic pagan philosophy. Yeah. A lot of Christians don't know when Paul quotes, in him we move and have our being, that he's quoting a text about Zeus, a Greek text. Praise Keredwen, the Almighty and Lord of Lords, the true Savior of the world. Mr. Humbert got a wiener blaster on his speech. Yeah, for fun. For fun. He goes around with his wiener blasters throughout the cosmos. Oh, I am being fooled? Who is, really? How? I am mental? Yeah, that's why people watch. I have lost my damn mind. I know that. WTF is this here? Yep. Demonic pillow, yes. Demonic bone pillow. That's what it was. It was quite a nuisance. I thank our Christian fundamentalist friends for all their exorcisms that I get on here. You only get one per program. Who knows what'll come out of my pants for the next one, right? The best thing about Scientology is that it is a way of life, not a religion. You don't have to bind the rigid rules, the fear-mongering. Sure, Mary. If you can cure my ED, I will join Scientology, certainly. I went on the website after you came on that one day, and I'm like, I was looking for the ED brochures. I couldn't find them on there. I was looking for them. What's the subject today? I don't know. Do we have one yet? Good to see you, our good friend Joman. Good to have you. I've been healed, that right? I have been reared. If Scientology can cure erectile dysfunction, then pigs will fall out of your bottom. Yeah. Where that goes with the ad revenue. Yeah. Lewis, you're eating a butt? Or butt bacon? Well, the best thing about Scientology is we don't have it around my way. Yeah. It's mostly here in the U.S., right? Where's the Scientology in third world countries? Doesn't work there because they don't have enough money to go up in the program, right? You won't find a Scientology in Lima, Peru, where all the children come up and beg for money. If you've been there, it's really terrible, the poverty in Lima, Peru. I was down there as a missionary, and it was sad because all of these children, they're trained to beg for other people. Let's see here. We are all partially Scientologists if you really want to think. Yeah, Mary, we can think about it that way. Yeah, Marky's avatar looks very Christian, doesn't it? Looks like two penises connecting to one another. Trying new gods until one cures your ED. That's a good philosophy to have. Trying different religions to cure your erectile dysfunction. Going around. It would be fun to do a parody like that, right? Going to different churches and going forward, say, "I have ED. Can you lay hands on it and heal me?" That would be hilarious. No, I'm not Catholic, Luke. I left the Catholic Church. You're not going to think about it. Mnemonic exorcism. You like Satan's bone pill? I bet you do. Crazy Vernon's here with all of his bullshit he's going to bring on here now. I'm evil, right? Vernon, we're evil. Are you German? No, I am not German. Do I look like I had a wiener schnitzel come out of my pants? That was a bone pillow. I am not German. Oh, Marky got banned. He started being a dick with his Christianity. This happens all the time. They say Jesus loves you, and then they start acting like assholes on here. What did he say? Let me see what he said. Being a dumbass. Where are we at here? Always perverted comments. Yeah. Well, the perversion is a state of mind for some people. Deacon is cooler and kinder than any Christian fundamentalist. Thank you, Augmented Night. You see, all these people, they don't go to church because they come here, right? You should be in church, damn it. Some of you Christians, but you come here instead. That's good. That's good. I am your church, right? You like making love to space aliens. Now, that sounds exciting. Yeah, that sounds like that would be something stellar. There is only one God, and it is Kedron. You're right. You're right. Kedron is only for me. Ulf, our good Norse pagan friend Ulf is here. Good to see you. We have a lot of Norse pagan people that come here. It's always nice to see all of this diversity. By any means necessary should be the motto of Christian peace. True peace is not forcing what you think on others. Yeah, it's exactly what they do, right? When you are controlled and manipulated, you do it to other people. I did it for 30 years when I was a Christian. 30 years I was manipulated and tried to make people feel bad and shameful. You know, I did terrible things. You hear a dash of Irish in there, do you? Top of the morning to you. This is not an Irish accent, damn it. It is Waterdevian. Waterdevian. Do you know where Waterdeep is? It's off the coast of the Sword Coast. That is where this accent is from. And Waterdevian. Northern wards, not that pathetic southern ward, the northern wards of Waterdeep. That is where I have my accent from. Let's see. Take care, Augmented Night. Take care of yourself. What does the pendant mean? It means I wear it to honor my ancestors. It's triskelion. It's a very old Celtic symbol. You love Jesus? Celadwin is queen. Yes, I agree. Celadwin is queen. ED is caused by modern food full of microplastics and other lifestyle issues. It has nothing to do with Scientology. But Scientology can cure it, right? We are all looking for you to come to our Tuesday night erectile dysfunction meeting, Scientology Mary, and to cure our ED community on here. You know, you don't find anywhere else in the world that provides a support group for people suffering from erectile dysfunction. And you only find that here. I want to do that as a service to humanity. It is an epidemic, right? And we are trying to find new solutions. Oh, let's see here. Shit, where am I at? Trying to catch up to your comments. Why do you keep saying Jesus is Christ all the time? Why don't you go to church? Why are you here? Oh, tree bird is your God? Oh my. So what is your church, my friend? This is it. The Church of Spiritual Entertainment. I am the high priest of this church here. Yavanna created the Ents. You know the lore of the Lord of the Rings. These fundamentalists are destroying their religion. They are the reason the church is rapidly declining in numbers. Yeah, you people aren't helping Christianity on the world stage at all, right? The Norse have great law and culture. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Norse pagans are unironically the biggest hipster nerds of the pagan world. Perhaps. He said that he wasn't equated with God many times. Love Jesus. It can't be both. Tell him, Vixen. Tell him. Why did you leave the church? It's bullshit. That's why. It makes people afraid. You'd leave the church too if there was no more hellfire, right? You're not interested in Jesus. You would leave too. Most people would not go to church. You've been scammed. You've been made to be afraid of a deity. It's a big scam. That's why I left. There's no way that most of the Christians, there's like millions and millions of Christians in the world, right? If you take hellfire away, they don't give a shit about Jesus. They will leave. They will leave. I love cultures with great, yes. If an all-knowing being can't take a joke, then he's not all-knowing. Yeah. You're in Waterdeep. Yeah. Yeah. I guess you could say that where you live, right? Off the Sword Coast there, right? Vernon, my mother taught me to go. I can assume she doesn't care. Yeah, Vernon is a prick. He always comes on here and bitches and things. What am I drinking? Sparkling ice. The drink of spiritual entertainers everywhere. Let's see here. Yeah, God created jokes. God has a sense of humor, right? It's often neglected, right, by these traditions. Oh, let me scroll up here. I'm doing my best to catch up. I'm doing my best to catch up here. Oh, look at this. Someone had enough of your love Jesus King. You keep repeating yourself over and over again. Are you a child? You shall burn for eternity because God made you human. Yeah. You're a finite being. You make mistakes. And because you don't have the right ideas, you're going to be tormented for all eternity. Can you not see the logic in that, right? You can believe whatever you want to believe, Squid Game. Good to see you, Darth Raven. Good to have you. Your sister enjoyed the interview of our good Reiki master on here, Natalie. Yeah, I created a playlist of my interviews now. So if you ever want to get caught up on, I've only done 4 interviews with different people from different spiritualities. I made a interview playlist if you're interested in that. Other interview will be this Tuesday with a wonderful philosopher, Dr. Michael Martin, who is going to talk about Sophia, the divine wisdom in the creation, from the Russian perspective. Let's see here. ED is not a big of a deal. That's what you tell your husband? Yeah. I get the same experience. That's why my wife has a boyfriend. It's not a big deal for here. This is a diverse channel for entertainment purposes only. Tell them, Maria. True divinity does not get angry. That's the demon inside of you. That's right. Tell them, Natalie. It's a person who values the preservation and sharing of knowledge. We're here because Jesus loves people in the chat. I am leading people to hell. You think I am? Hell is a big scam. See, you're scaring people. What you're doing, you're trying to scare people into your religion. Why can't people just follow Jesus because he's wonderful? Have you ever asked yourself that? Like, people follow the Buddha, right? The Buddha doesn't scare the shit out of people. Why don't people follow your Jesus? Do you ever ask yourself, why do you have to scare them in order to get them to follow? That should be a question you should ask yourself. Where did I go to seminary, Sharon? St. Cyril and Methodius Byzantine Catholic Seminary in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's where I went to seminary. Yeah, how many people can you fit on the spaceship, Lewis, at one time with the wiener zapper? Yeah, can you treat more than one wiener at a time? Yeah, these are serious questions that we have for our Scientologist friend here. Scientology, Mary. Vixus, good to see our good friend Vixus, all the way from the land of Oregon, which is quite early in the morning there for you. You get up with your spiritual entertainment. A wonderful crone here, Vixus, wonderful grandmother. Good to have you here. Yeah. Angry spamming will get you blocked here. That's why no one's interested in your religion. You're very scared that someone like me knows all of your bullshit. And that scares you, doesn't it? So you have to say, I'm leading people into hellfire because you are afraid. Because I know all of your bullshit. I was Christian for 30 years. I know all of your secrets. Let's see here. Where am I at? Damn it. Let me scroll further down. Scroll further down here. to try to catch up to you. Aes Sedai from the book series. Yeah. You are sparkling ice is blessed. Yes, it is. Joshua with many wives. Good to see you. Am I a priest? I am the high priest of spiritual entertainment. Oh, very nice Sunday service here. You like it, Rhonda? All of our parishioners here, ready to partake of the cauldron of Ceridwen here. You've all come from your Ceridwen Sunday morning service here to receive from the cauldron of the hour for your inspiration. Am I agnostic? Oh, I guess you could say that. I don't know what I could find a title or something. I don't know. How about the Dermerge? Yeah, that's Yahweh. Yep. Let's see here. Many of us love Jesus. Yeah, there's good Christian people on here. There's good Christian. Not all of them are freaks. Yeah. When is the Sophia talk? That would be Tuesday evening, 4:30 or 4:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Will be the talk on there's a, you can get a if you go to the live section, you'll see it in there. You can click to be notified for it. Dr. Martin has been a wonderful person in my life, and this will be his second time coming on. The last time, he was my very first interview. We had an interview about what Christian Hermeticism was. Hermeticism, we talked about that. That was my very first interview. Ricky, Natalie will answer that question. Let's see here. I am fake. Prove it. Prove it. Prove that I am fake. When someone has a different opinion of you, that doesn't mean they are fake. That means you're afraid. Well, you have to say that. Yeah, we know what Scientology, Mary, is. We are hoping you can help people's ED. You have insomnia? Wonderful. Let's see it. People don't believe this. Yeah, don't believe me. No one believe me here. Listen to Oxidate. He's scared shitless about what I'm saying. Don't believe me. Everything that I'm saying. Don't listen. Listen to him. He has all of the wisdom here. Everything that I'm doing. He says I am fake. I'm just pretending. Let's see. Where are we at? Mary, help. Yeah, look at John here. He has ED. He wants you to help him. Can Scientology save the world of erectile dysfunction? You celebrate the Wheel of the Year. The demon has returned. You had to break up some fights between your kids. Yeah, that's fun. My wife's here doing that today. I'll wait. Is he an hour behind? I think I'm caught up here. Am I caught up? Skibbity toilets, yes. We have an invasion of the skibbity toilets. They're coming on the Scientology mothership that Xenon drives. He is responsible for all of the skibbity toilets that are invading the world here. Oh, look at this whiny crybaby Christian calling me bullshit. Oh, poor whiny Christian. You don't like it. You don't have to be here. You don't have to be here, right? Nobody likes a whiner, damn it. I'm going to call the ambulance up here to come pick you up. Yeah. If gods did not show yourself to you, would not believe. That's my philosophy, Ulf. If there's no experience of a divine person, don't waste your damn time. And it's unfortunate that Christians are taught how to pretend. They are told by the religious authority that God is real, that this is God's book, and one day you're going to meet your God. They teach you how to pretend. If you're not experiencing a divinity, you should leave your church. Why pretend? Why waste your time? Divinity is something that you should experience. What is the goal with purgatory? Purgatory is in hell. The devil puts his pitchfork all the way up your ass In purgatory, it's halfway. It's halfway. Let's see. Yeah. We here think Jesus is amazing. We just have different ideas than the fundamentalists. Yeah. In terms of, when I identify Christ is called the Gnostic gospel of truth. This being that helps us return to the Father. It has nothing to do with sin. It's just we have lost our way. We have lost our way of loving. So this divine being comes down, and he dies because that's what humans do. He becomes a human and dies. I like that mythology more than all of it. He comes to show us the way back to the All-Father. Do I regret my choice to leave the church? No, I feel wonderful. Me and my wife, we feel empowered. My children are like, we've had so much church in our life, we're going to be okay. I mean, they have had so much church that they were okay with leaving. So the only thing I miss the community, the Slavic community that I was in. The Ruthenian church is a wonderful community. I miss that. Can you take ED potions as a preventive measure? That might be a good thing to do. Put a little magic on it. You found freedom and connection with the source away from the church. Yeah, the church enslaves you. It's like you are giving all of your search over to somebody else. Streamer guy. What is the goal with the stigmata? It's a psychological manifestation. That's what a stigmata is. If you see the history of stigmatas, that not all of them are Catholic, and the position of the wounds in the hand are often are not historically accurate. Like Padre Pio, he had his in his hands. Crucifixion was what we know from scholarship was right here. So it is a psychological manifestation that people have the psychic power that they are able to manifest things. See here. Oh my. Let me scroll more. I'm still far behind. I'm catching up. What's wrong with being Christian? Nothing. You do you. There's good Christian people here. Let's see. As long as you're not guilt tripping people, yeah. There's people who do Christianity their own way, right? Let's see here. Government must ban wine. You don't like wine. Are you in purgatory right now? Maybe, I don't know. Do you have a pitchfork halfway up your ass? Then if not, you're not in purgatory. Natalie is in heaven, yes. Both your partners have good jobs, allow you to work on the land. That's wonderful. That you can. My wife makes all the money that allowed me to do a lot of things. But hopefully one day I will be able to contribute more to. By the end of next year, I should have a living wage from doing this entertainment. Yeah, like and subscribe. I do this every day. You can also join our community if you want to support me. You can buy me a small, medium, or large coffee and be a part of our Discord community. You're having a blessed morning, Joshua? Wonderful. Trying to get. I'm a work on cannabis genetics to cure ED. Yeah, that might happen, right? Cannabis is a wonderful healing agent. I'm going to scroll all the way down to get caught up. And I'm sorry if I did not greet you. Is it good for health according to ChatGPT? I'm sure. I'm sure it is. Let's see here. Slow poison for you think? Yeah, someone's making assumption about our high priest of the orchard here, about her life and land. Does anyone know what a slider in is? Yeah. We can come up with our own imagination for that. A slider in. Yep. Christians live daily lives of the insane and get offended for anyone seeing the insanity. It's not an attack for seeing how insane you are, right? Yes, I lived that insanity. I'm very well acquainted with it. And so I talk about it. I share my experiences with people. Oh, one of your birch trees died. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. But with that, death brings, all kinds of wildlife that can use that tree now. Nothing goes to waste, right? Rhonda, you're eating cheeseburgers, like a cheeseburger slider. No, I don't think that he was talking. I think he was talking about his rear end, something to slide it in. Kerdoan is good all the time. Look at that. We have a Christian praising Kerdoan. Isn't that wonderful? The stigmata is medical hemtodorsius, explained by medicine. There's nothing otherworldly about it. Godly, more Christian BS. Yeah, it is a psychological manifestation. We have a lot of powers within our psyche to do marvelous things. And these people, they have a lot of that energy to be able to do that, right? Gax Olia, you have a question about the 3 days of darkness. Is it real? It's Catholic bullshit. It's meant to scare you. Yeah. The 3 days of darkness is in the Catholic tradition. There was a time when people would store up candles and stuff because God is supposed to make the world dark for 3 days and it's supposed to be some sign in the sky. You have all of these seers, and it's just more bullshit and fear mongering, by these people in the Catholic Church. Oh, let's see. Trying to get up to you. Christianity is trauma bonding, Mary. You think that? Is that why so many Christians have erectile dysfunction? It's because of the trauma bonding causes problems downstairs. And only in Scientology can we fix that. Thank you. Thank you for your Scientology message. Do I want to be buried or cremated? Buried, because I believe that I want to be buried without embalming fluid. I want to be buried in a wooden casket. I want to be able to have my being, contribute to new life. And I do believe in the possibility of resurrection. That is a symbol of being buried. Now, I'm not against people being cremated, but I want to be able to be my atoms to bring new life in the energies of my body to bring new life. I'd love to be buried in my grove, but I don't think the state of Florida would allow that. You want to be left to rot under a tree? Yeah, me too. That's where I want to be. Now, they have certain, like in the United States, there are companies that deal with, you can be buried naturally, and they'll put a tree on top of you, which I thought was pretty wonderful to be able to do that. Take care, Natalie. You're leaving? Take care of yourself. We are going to the grocery store. We are going to sort of, you're sicker for the pickles? Block me person answered the question. Slider is a psychic person with millions of abilities. Oh, I wouldn't know. Corn and squash are your mainstays. Interesting. Buried is better than cremated for sure. Yeah. Some traditions they like cremation. I think I want to get buried. Let's see here. You grow a lot of tomatoes and peas as well. Very nice. You are a wonderful high priest of the natural order. And the apples from your orchard, yes. You want to be cremated, but your ashes to be used for fuel? That's interesting. I didn't know that they could use them for fuel for new life. I see. They can fertilize the earth. Interesting. Some kind of pineapples grow fruits from ashes of other human beings. Very interesting. I was unaware of that. You thought about donating your body to science. You just imagine all of your Reiki energies coming out at people of your corpse. Yeah, the black market. You saw the documentary of what they do to these organ things, that scams that are going on. This is a message to persons unknown, persons in hiding, persons unknown. Yeah, whatever it can be, right? You thought 3 Days of Darkness was based on crustal displacement. Well, I don't know. I don't know. You can be buried on your land, but that isn't considered a cemetery by the state. So it's possible to be buried on my own land. Interesting. Well, I wanted my grove is out in a state-owned area, like the swamp. I don't think they'll let me go out there. Maybe on my own land, yeah. 1/4 of acre patch of blackberries. Oh my, that's everyone's favorite. Yeah, we have a blackberry farm from us just up the street. Yeah, it's my wife takes my daughters there and gets all those wonderful blackberries. Thanks for conversation. Sorry we got off on the wrong foot. It's okay. It happens on here all the time. I would personally be buried in natural coffin with trees on top of it. Yeah, thanks for the conversation. Take care, Craig. Thank you. Titanium Justin is here. The Father Child Steely Dan Company. He now runs the company. He has changed the name to the Titanium Justin. Muslims are the best. Yeah, good for you. Survival in silence isn't good enough for keeping your mouth shut. Head in the sand. Certainly. A slider is a person with abilities. Yeah. Sliders was a TV show when I was younger as well. These people they'd have like a remote control and they would go travel through time. Did any of you see Sliders when you older people who are here? Do you remember Sliders? It's from the 90s. It was a very interesting show. Let's see here. If God made us to be good person, is an attraction to the opposite sex in or outside of marriage just natural? Yeah, I guess you could say that, right? Yeah, the God of the Bible is always concerned about what you're doing with your penis or private parts or vaginas. He's very obsessed with it. Most gods don't care, right? But the God of the Bible, he's always trying to control your penis. And I've shared this before. When I was Catholic, you had celibate men telling you what you can and cannot do with your private parts. How there was like manuals and things. What you can and cannot do with your private parts. Celibate men telling you to do that. The insects go gangbusters on your spinach. Oh, I could imagine. Now, what do you do in terms of management of the pests? You have like things that you use to manage those pesky critters? Terrorists and saboteurs, everyone hiding in the shadows. Oh, interesting. Have you seen the mushroom caskets? Oh no, I've never heard of that. That might be a better option, right? A mushroom casket. That'd be very interesting. Yeah, when I'm getting ready to die, I'm going to look into all the options that are out there. Mushroom casket sounds the best to me. That's very interesting. Can gators dig? I don't know. I know they can swim. Oh, let's see here. Trying to catch up here. You seen that, Lewis? You seen Sliders, that TV show? Yeah. Gimli was the scientist. Yep, Gimli was on there. Yep, you're right. Good afternoon, Dustin. Good to see you. What is the pagan madness? It's everywhere. Pagan madness 2025 right here. All kinds of deviance all kinds of pagans and their orgies on here, all kinds of wildness here. You are not normal. Yeah, being normal is no fun. You have to be different. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Vernon is all. People are always trying to hook up with Natalie on here. She's a married woman, damn it. It's all that Reiki energy is going through the screens there, getting all these men aroused when they see Natalie's name. All of that Reiki energy is going through the screen. Let's see here. Mushroom logs, that's a good one. Yeah, to bury on the mushroom logs. Let's see. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom here. Let's see here. You approve of this message? Good, good. You don't want to spray almost with it, then you want to spray it. There's different ways of doing it. There's different ways of managing it, right? Let's see here. Summer squash in your valley. Interesting. Oh, let's see here. Where am I at? Vote Pagan 2028. You approve this message. No politics here. No politics here. No voting. There's no need to. Beer makes a good mosquito repellent too. Interesting. Never heard of that before. Drink lots of beer, and that keeps the mosquitoes away, or putting it on your skin. You can make your own wedding agents and that on. Interesting. We are all different. That's what makes life fun. That's right, Maria. Maria, our official astrologer for the evenings. Oh, let me see. Scrolling through. Most people don't know WTF they're talking about. Yeah, they're just talking. They're just talking here. What's the image about? That's my goddess Keridwen. It's her mythology. You found how cremated remains can be mixed into certain soils to make it contribute to. That's what you'll do. That's very interesting. We have all of these different options here. If someone's getting ready to die, look at all these ideas you have here. There's so many ways to die, right? You don't know what you're talking about, Sean? Good. Then the bug poop in your stuff is tough. Yeah, I would imagine, right? Oh, let's see. You haven't done it while camping. It keeps the ants away. Can of soda open from the camp. Yeah. What happened, Jesus people? There's no Jesus people here. There's diverse people. Look, Vernon is such a prick. He's trying to insult you. Did you hear about the death cap mushroom killer? No, I did not hear about that. Sometimes those are mistaken for psychedelics, the death cap mushrooms. God of Chaos is here. Good to see you. Vernon is a prick. He comes on here and insults people because we're not doing Christianity his way. He comes on here and whines and bitches all the time. Bitching Vernon is what his name is. And then he likes insulting people who is not Christian like him. He's winning lots of people over for, oh, look, there's my grinder buddy Steve. My butt buddy Steve's on here. Good to see you, Steve. Good to have you here. And Linny. Good to see you. Linny, the dungeon keeper of Steve. She lets Steve out of the dungeon to play every now and then. Good to see Linny and Steve here. You've come to your church service. You've come to the right place. Hail Keridwen. Imaginary friends are for children. Oh, Sean. Imaginary friends here. You want to play with our G.I. Joes? You want me to get out my Star Wars figures? We can have a good time here. Do you like Muslims? Sure, I have a lot of Muslim friends. But in terms of religion, I only like the Sufi Islam. I am against the Abrahamic religions in general. Oh my, look at this, going almost to 3 hours here for your extended church service for the morning here. Yeah, I usually don't come on during Sundays. This is my day off, but I could not resist. I got to get to that 10K by the end of the week. I was 9,500 this morning. I'm hoping to get to that 10K. You shall not pass. Yes, stop them. Yeah, Vernon is a prick. You're right. Jesus is from New York. Yeah. Yeah, most people don't know what Brian is talking about either. Like, what he keeps talking about Yam and Yahweh and all these people. Look who's awakened out of the dungeon. Yeah, you're taking him for his morning stroll here. Good to see you, Marcus. Good to see you. Who went to jail for 30 years? Who are you talking about? Little dogs. Why do I need to stop? What's wrong, little dogs? Why do I have to get out? Get out of what? What do I need to stop doing? This isn't for children. This is 18 and over. If you are under the age of 18, you are not welcome here. This is for adults. People talk about penises and vaginas. Some of you need sexual education before you can be on here. And so go ask that stuff about your mother, especially Steely Dan's. That's not for children. Yeah, sometimes my kids listen. Like, Dad, what is a Steely Dan? Oh, that's a device used for mowing your lawn with. Yeah, Vernon is closeted. Yep. Look at that. Thank you, Sharon. I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much. Where's remember the femboy person? He's called himself the femboy Christian. That person was interesting, right? Facts don't require faith. Yeah, I don't have faith either. Rapid by nature, naughty by nature. Are you down with OPP? You're atheist too? Nope. I'm a monotheist, sir. Keridwin only. Keridwin only. Are you down with OPP? You like attacking me, and I'm done. Who's attacking Gwendolyn? Oh, Fortified? Yeah, Fortified can be a nuisance to people on here. Yeah. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, a lot of people just block him. Yeah, Maria, we know how you are 18 and older. Yes, we know that you are. What do I need to stop? What is wrong here? User random alphabet. Good to see you. Good to see you. You've been working really hard and moving on through the heartbreak. Like you've said, I've been working hard every day. Yeah, and you're going to have to keep working. And that other person will come your way, and you'll be like, oh shit, that's just a memory now, right? Use it to write some good sad poems, some sad songs, right? Yeah, it's good for everyone to get their heart ripped out through a heartbreak, to experience that in your life. It's a good thing. But it's not the end, right? The pain does not last. You move on. Things get better. Oh, where are we at here? Ontario pork producers. Where is that? Is Inquisitor Bacon here? You like me, Arnold? On a roll? Thank you. Thank you. Am I down with the syndrome? You down with the P? The pew. Down with the pew. That's from those great entertainers of my children, the FGTV. My kids watched that when they were younger. He's a wonderful entertainer. Is that the goddess's Plutina? Who's Plutina? That's Keridwin. That's Keridwin. I don't know who Plutina is. By God, do you mean nature? No. Gemini, you are participating in Sunday services from the comfort of St. Mattress. Look at that. I'm able to provide these Sunday services to you out of the goodness of my heart. Dogs are not a myth, unlike dry land. Oh. But where is the facts that God exists? I don't know. Why don't you look up your ass and see the magic up there? See what you can draw out of that. Dogs are the only ones who truly express unconditional love. That's why when you spell dog backwards, it's God, right? Steve, you have sickness? Oh no. Sorry to hear that. Odin exists because he had a dog, right? Why you learn to effectively be alone when you could be with your best partner, like you have done the whole of the first, right? Yep, being in the top 2% of IQ has its drawbacks. Oh my. Do I have to believe in Jesus before I die to go to heaven, or just accept his will when judged? Well, it depends on what kind of bullshit you want to listen to. Usually gods will not punish you if you don't have the right ideas, but most Christian fundamentalists will tell you you have to have the right ideas. Usually a God who loves you when you're not loving it back, but not the Christian God. The universe is ending for you. Oh no. Brandon, student of God, where is the priest whose robes you stole? These are mine. These aren't robes either. This is called a clergy shirt. When I was a clergyman, I bought these clergy shirts, and what am I going to do with them now? I use them to bring people into church. Why not use them to bring them out? There's no stealing here, Mr. Dick. You're doubling down on your reefers. You're rolling fat reefers now, Lewis. Your girls mean the world to you. Your doggies that you have, yeah. My bunnies mean the world to me. Sometimes my children think I love my rabbits more, but I don't. I just love them differently. Neon nicotine fits. Damn. Angels are angles of sacred geometry. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's say that. Carter, you're interested in bestiality? We don't do that here. We're not into bestiality. It's pretty sad that you're into that stuff. That. Why don't you find you a good human partner instead of an animal? That's disgusting. Your universe is expanding. What do you mean, in your pants? Is that what you're saying, Sharon? Are you talking about physics in general? I look great in a chastity robe, yeah. Yeah, on our grinder date with Steve, I wore a chastity belt. Yep. Let's see, yeah. Your face is not easy to memorize. If I close my eyes, I can't see how to look at you in a vision. Well, I'm sorry. That's because I'm an artificial intelligence. My face is not real. Maybe he was referring to the Chinese zodiac. Who knows? Who knows what these strange people on here. Thank you, Joshua. Every time a fundamentalist yells and screams, an angel gets their wings. Yep. Thank you, fundamentalists. Good morning to you, the Thumb Duck. Good to have you here. The horse and the dog. Oh, that's what he was talking about. All right. Yep. Both in for good years. Am I a Catholic priest? No. I am the high priest of spiritual entertainment. One thing I don't like is the fact that the German church has a net worth of $3 or 300 billion. Yeah, there's a lot of corruption in these churches, right? And I think church should, I don't think Jesus would ever conceive of a church existing for its own sake. I think churches should be community-centered organizations, like the Salvation Army, for instance. To me, that's a church, because all they do is they give. That's it. I mean, when we had like hurricanes down here in Florida, the Salvation Army went bankrupt, helping people out. To me, that's what a church should be, not these things that exist for themselves, that make people feel good about themselves. No, a church should be an organized effort to make the world a better place. Oh, let's see here. I do not understand your answer. Did Jesus require belief in him? Yeah. Well, the New Testament biblical authors, they try to scare you into belief. So their version of Jesus, yes. Will you say a Hail Mary, please? No, I don't. The Hail Mary implies that you are guilty of sin. So I don't pray that rosary anymore. I don't believe in sin. Oh, my word. Let's see. There's a lot of perverted people here. Damn. Really disgusting people here. Hide this user permanently. Goodbye. You are a sick person on here. The year is the life of the fire horse and the fire year of the zodiac. I was born in the Chinese zodiac, the year of the fire dragon. Isn't that something? The fire dragon, 1976. Or was it, or the water dragon? I can't remember. It's one of those dragons. Oh, let's see here. Money. Yes, you are very popular. Yeah. I'm getting there. People enjoy coming here and having these conversations. Yeah. So I enjoy having these conversations with people. Not interested in guilt trip rosaries. No. Church was supposed to be a service to the public, but has turned to become a service towards itself. Yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah. The Eastern Zodiac, look it up. Let's see. All have seals of OD, channel familiar faces, perhaps. Did someone rebuke? Yeah, earlier today we had an exorcism. There was something magical that came out of my pants. All of you seen it. This entity that came out of my pants. I'll show it to you. This is what my wife plays with when I'm not around. This, hopefully to sleep on, right? The boner pillow, the demon that came out of my pants. That's what I experienced from my rebuking of the demon. You only get one per program, one demon per program. That's it. Let's see here. Next year is going to be wild. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Leonard, nice to see you. Jesus is with all. If you want him here, yeah, he loves you, right? That's the idea. Jesus loves you through church and materialistic things. That's right. That shouldn't how you shouldn't be forced into it. He should love you no matter what, right? You shouldn't have to believe in it. Normal deities will love you no matter what, right? Jesus sent you a text that said he doesn't love everyone, especially Leonard. No, who is possessed can recite the Hail Mary. Oh yeah, that's why I can't do it. I am possessed. You guessed it. No one who is possessed can recite the Hail Mary. You're right. How did you know that? That I was possessed. Now, if you come back tomorrow, you can do an exorcism on me. But I only allow one exorcism per program. Let's see here. Tricky Ricky, you like all of your new emojis there. Let's see. The horribly evil bone pillow entity left the deacon, yeah. Lumbar pillow, that's what it normally is, right? When the demon attacks Jesus, don't attack because Jesus will defend demons. Oh, you can believe what you want, right? Let's see here. It's a bunny toy, perhaps. Yeah, it could be a bunny toy. My bunnies, they chew on everything. I'd rather listen to Father Deacon than some Catholic priest with an agenda. At least there's integrity and entertainment here. Yeah. You sleep with demons? Yes, I do. The boner pillow has already been exercised. That's right. Uh, I think this streamer maybe finds Jesus and the Holy Spirit. Yeah, sure. Okay. What did the doctor say yesterday? He gave me a bunch of injections in my back. I had to. You talking about? Was that yesterday, Friday? No, wait. That was Friday. I went to the doctor. The new emojis rule. You like them? Yeah. And you got also new membership insignias for how many years or months next to your name. You could see the Owen symbols. All right, take care, High Priest Gwendolyn. Thank you for stopping in today for your spiritual entertainment. Praise Fidelis and Keradwin. Yahweh literally made evil. Yeah, that's what it says, right? 10 years from now, there's a commercial where you're traumatized by Deacon's exorcism. You call the number for damages. Yes. Oh, that's going to be funny. Please say Christ is Lord. Oh, the demon doesn't let me say that. No one can say that Jesus has come in the flesh unless he is with Christ, as these fundamentalists will say. They use that as a sign to see if you are demon possessed. Oh my goodness. Stephen is the Lord of the Rings picture in the background. No, that is a Welsh goddess, Ceridwen. Seals of Father Deacon shows. Yeah, trolling people, yeah. They still don't know the difference if you have mental health issues and being possessed by evil, and you cannot recite the Hail Mary. I wonder what else they have misunderstood and still believe. Yeah, it's utter nonsense, right? You can't say the Hail Mary, therefore you are. I choose not to say it because it's not a good prayer. This implies that you have to be full of grace in order to have God, that you are separated from God, and she is not. We're all with God. There's no separation. It is the biggest scam in Christianity. What the Catholic Church did to Mary, they made her an alien in order for Jesus to be born in the world, because we're separated from God. I mean, it's a complete and utter scam. Lady Gadriel, yeah. Like the Morrigan, the Morrigan is a little bit different, right? She's a different type of goddess. Let's see. Mental health issues can be fun. Yeah. Well, I am insane, but for most people, right? All God is liar. Jesus is only truth. Yeah, good for you. Ceridwen is wonderful. Ceridwen is the way, the truth, and the cauldron. No one comes to the Owen but by her. Ceridwen chapter 14, verse 6. You grew up in both Lutheran and evangelist religions. I was told I was possessed all of my childhood. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry that you had to experience that evil shit by these crazy, crazy people, right? It's too bad, right? You're going silent, take care. Eat your breakfast. Eat your breakfast. It's going to be warmer in here in Louisiana. It's warming up. Some people love cats. 4 million are consumed a year. Oh, that's terrible. What do I think about the Dead Sea Scrolls? They're wonderful. The Dead Sea Scrolls prove that this idea of a Bible is bullshit, because there were several different types of Jewish communities, and they all had their own scriptures. There was no Bible. The church made that all up. Hail Ceridwen. MWAM Gaming. You are cooming? You are cooming? That's how excited you are? You have moved beyond the natural obligation to this strange ideal? What is your holy book called? The Book of Ceridwen. The Similarian? No, I don't have a problem with Mary. I have a problem with the mythology around her as bullshit. Money isn't the root of evil. It's the lack of money. I guess you're right, Marcus. I guess you can make certainly a point for that, right? What would the book be called? Yeah, the Book of Ceridwen. Why not? Let's have a Book of Ceridwen. Ceridwen, chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the cauldron. The cauldron was with Ceridwen, and all the Awen came from the cauldron. The Elder Scrolls is good, yes. Chris, the amount meat that gets consumed a year doesn't add up to one amount being produced? Perhaps, I don't know. Yours would be called live. Yeah, it's sad what happens to these animals, right? Super Gamer Boy, this is spiritual entertainment. That's what it is. You have found your way here to the land of spiritual entertainment, to Ceridwen's cauldron, to find your entertainment. What is the story about who gave all the possessions away for faith? Can you remind me of it? Yeah, it's a guy who went dead broke. Like these people, like in September, they're getting ready for the rapture. You're like, I want to get some brownie points and give away all of my things. Like, why weren't you living that way before? That's why Jesus didn't come back. He's like, these people can't scam me now. They're wanting to give away all of their empty out their bank accounts now so I can pick them up in the rapture spaceship. It's not going to work. We'll come back in 10 years when you are ready. Oh, let's see. You have to eat 8 children? Yeah, I have 8 children. I have 8 children. I have 3 grandchildren. What religion is this? This is the religion of spiritual entertainment. It's quite simple. You can buy Walmart horse meat lasagna. That doesn't sound good. The charter of Shelagroth. The algorithm has blessed the welcome. Yeah. Is this pagan? What a dickhead right there. Yeah, these people are just disgusting. These people on here. Horse meat is normal in countries like Belgium. Yeah, not for me. You can't join. This is gay. What's wrong with being gay? I'll give you my Grindr account info if you join. It's on my Discord. Do I believe in Jesus Christ? He's a wonderful being. What exactly do you mean by that? Do I believe in him to save my soul? I don't believe in salvation. I don't believe that there's some pissed off God in the sky. Do I believe in loving my neighbor, loving my enemy? Yes. Oh, no horse meat for me. Sorry. Damn. It's about you heard somewhere about some guy giving up all of his stuff. He was invited to do that. He went away sad. 8 children is nuts. You're a rabbit. Yes, I am. Yeah. I believe in procreation. Yeah. I'm really good at it too. Really good at it. There was a scandal with the Tesco spaghetti bolognese in England. They used horse meat. Oh, shit. Do you believe in life after death? No, I believe in life after love. Cher told me about it. The great Cher. Do you believe in life after love? Yes, I do. See here. I think they still do use horse meat. Shit. That's terrible. Good to see you. Prostrate exam. Good to have you here. Yep, you got to our live stream. Good to have you here. You have to join the Discord to see that my Grindr profile pic. It's on there. Yeah. It's quite menacing too. Quite menacing. Eating a cow is akin to eating human meat, in your belief? Interesting. Believe in the Lord Ceridwen as your God, and you will be saved. Yes, I agree. I agree. Ceridwen only for me. Pray for arrogance to be removed, and Ceridwen will wash you clean. Ceridwen's winking at you again. Yeah, she does that. She wants to go out on a date. She wants to go on a date. As you get older, you learn what this place is. You will be questioning meat. Do you have conversations with your meat products? You go into the store and start talking to you, like at the hamburger patties. Hello, let's have a conversation about meat. Is that what you do? You start talking to your meat products? You get out your Wiener schnitzels and start smacking them together. Is that what you do to find amusement with your meat products? Oh, let's see. You saw a neighborhood. Yes, no. Good to see you. Yes, you can be gay and have children. It's not hard to do. You saw a neighborhood cat last night, 3 balls. It was an ET. Yeah, you're right. The extra testicles. They are here. Uh, let's see. The day lab grows meat becomes mainstream and viable. The day we can truly end meat eating. Yeah, that's part of our human evolution, to stop eating, not eating fruit and vegetables and things, but eating ourselves and other beings. That's a thing of eating. I see that as a human of evolution. You think this is filth? Oh, what religion am I? I am spiritual entertainment religion. That's my religion. Gay people have children all the time. It's not hard to do. Oh, spiritual entertainment. It's not a religion. Oh, it's fun and joy, right? I'm sinfully entertaining. I can be. I'm like devil's food cake to some of you, right? You just want to eat it all up. You just can't get enough of the devil's food cake. You just continue to consume it, right? Yeah, I'm working. Gaia the stage. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Cannibalism or just bad punctuation? Probably both. Lab-grown penises exist. Were cloning sheep in the 90s? Yeah, I would assume so. What are your sacred scriptures? The Book of Ceridwen. That would be my sacred scripture. The Tale of Taliesin. That's my sacred scripture. Hello, I'm Pudding, and I'm addicted to the deacon. See, we have all these people. They live to watch me every day. They just can't get enough of this experience in life. I give people here purpose and enlightenment and understanding. JBLLGG, what is that? What is Deacon, you belong to the Gaia Network. Oh, that would be fun to go on there, wouldn't it? The Gaia Network, all of their aliens and shit, right? You have to pay to get on there, unfortunately. The Book of Ceridwen, the telling of Taliesin, the Tale of Taliesin. We are all children of Ceridwen, right? Like in an AA meeting, yeah. Father Deacon is a monotheist. Yes, I am. Ceridwen only. Ceridwen only for me. Ceridwen only for me. If you could grow a celeb's penis, so to speak, who would it be? You're going to choose Jake Gyllenhaal? That's because every time I go to Steve's house, he's watching Brokeback Mountain all the time. He's like, when is there going to be Brokeback Mountain 2 come out? Brokenback Mountain. He was a big fan of the Brokeback Mountain. He watches it religiously. So I understand why you would want that experience, right? Natalie, you're addicted to the show as well. If I take a break, I'm working on breaking the habit, right? They serve Rocky Mountain oysters. That's testicles, right? Animals' testicles. You're more of a Donnie Darko fan. You're mixing it up with the rabbit. Bringing some diversity to it. Who's the woman? That's my goddess Ceridwen. That's who the woman is. Sharon, you get up in the middle of the night to watch me, right? You cannot live without this spiritual entertainment in your life. I'm glad that I am able to provide such services to humanity. It is a wonderful service that I provide. I feel so privileged to be able to be a part of all of your lives at all hours of the day. How can you be religious and gay? Well, you got to mix it up. That's right. You could every religion needs a little gay in it. Even more, broken back mountains. Yeah. Brokeback Mountain 2 is when the back breaks completely. With good old Jake there. Um, he's a wonderful actor. He's done a lot of wonderful shows, right? You're welcome, Rhonda. Well, the best pudding is spotted penis. Oh, you admittedly stay awake to watch. Yeah, that happens, right? That happens. Why am I dressing like a priest? Because I am the high priest of spiritual entertainment. It's very simple. Very simple. You can wash your sins while commenting. Oh, look at poor Brandon here. What kind of bullshit is he talking? Oh, he's one of those racist bastards. There's stupid bullshit on there. Oh, where are we at here? Oh, there's the yin and the yang. Thank you for bringing that to us, infinity, bringing the balance. We need that balance in life. That's what the balance is all about, bringing the dark, bringing the light together in the cauldron of Caledwin, mixing it up, bringing all kinds of joy and entertainment and privilege into the world. You know, that's what it's all about. Finding that balance, right? That's what people need. Anna, good to see you, Anna. How are you doing? How are you doing? You missed us the other night. I kept telling your sister and brother about you. Thank you. Yeah, if you don't have, I know some of you feel so guilty sometimes. You're like, I couldn't make it to the show. Oh, you don't have to feel guilty because I do this all the time. There's always another show. Don't despair. Don't be distraught if you don't see me. You know what you should do is copy the image of my head and paste it on your wall, and you can have a conversation with me or something, or get a tattoo on your arm of my face, so you can always feel connected to me. These are just many ideas that you could use to continue the enjoyment of me being in your life. You think the Frost Queen moved? Oh, maybe. Yeah. There's no snow today where you are, right? They were bland and chewy. Yeah, don't chew up the little blue pills. If you make them in powder form, perhaps snort them, but they don't taste good, right? Where am I from? You actually can't tell. I'm from Caledwin's cauldron. Caledwin made me in her cauldron. I just popped right up like this. And so I'm here. You see that cauldron right there? That's where I come from. I just came out of the cauldron. It's like, here, go into the world now and tell everyone about Caledwin. And so that's what I'm doing. I came right out of the cauldron. I don't even have a belly button or anything. I was made by Caledwin's own hands in the cauldron of the Awen. Oh, balance is needed. That's right. Can you tell me more about your beliefs? Is it just spirituality? Well, it's entertainment. That making people laugh, that's to me is spirituality. In terms of institutional, I practice druidry. That's what I do. Steve, you have my face tramp stamped on you? Yeah. I don't like seeing my face when I come around the other side. Merry Christmas to you, Jack. Thank you. Thank you. You watch old episodes of me, you find you go back into the Father Deacon files of spiritual entertainment to get caught up. Do you allow someone confessing their sins to? Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and confess your sin. Caledwin will forgive you. You want to confess your sins here. Caledwin is very forgiving. Deacon on the wall. Who is the biggest Christian fundamentalist of them all? You're conjuring them up. You're conjuring them up now. They'll be here. You call, watch. They'll come on here. They smell it. They smell that conjuring. Prove you don't have a belly button? I can't, because there's all kinds of distortions down there. All kinds of magic you will see that sometimes causes sexual excitement every time I reveal that part of myself to people. Yeah. I'm a Gnostic alien. That's right. Shit. Yeah, you can call it a witch. Why not? She is a good witch. Am I Canadian or Irish? Why can't I be both? I told you I'm from Caledon's Cauldron. You see that? I came right out of that cauldron. Caledon made me in there. Let's see. Christianity promotes sins with confession. Yeah, it's a way to control people. It's a horrible, horrible thing. Let's see. Come to England. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm making a pilgrimage over there for the summer solstice in 5 years. Oh, let's see if I can catch up here. Yeah, we're listening. You can confess here. He's a gay priest. Man straight out of a comic sketch. Yep. Call me whatever you want. It doesn't. I have no trouble. Whatever you want to call me. I'm not ashamed. If whatever I am not ashamed of what I am. I live it. I love it. Are you sure it's not folded? What, my penis? No, I'm not. What was that guy's name? He had the folded penis. He came on here. I forgot what it wasn't Carl. It was Greg. Greg had the folded penis. Remember him? Oh, let's see here. Put the picture of Father Deacon next to a pentagram, the circulating monad sign. Yeah, you can conjure me up that way. If you draw a pentagram on your floor and you put an image of a cauldron in that little, the shape in the middle, you will summon me. You will summon me to your vicinity. It's better than using a cell phone. Have I been to Australia? No, I haven't yet. No, I haven't. Yeah, for the solstice. Yeah, for the summer solstice. No, I've watched a little bit of Father Ted. He's funny. Let's see. I am what I am. I eat my shorts. Oh. John Falcon had a folded penis? Yeah, probably. You should audition for a TV comedy show. Why? I'm doing it here. This is my comedy show. He's a demon. That's right. Tell him. I am a demon. Let's see here. Yep. The pentagram is for protection. Yeah, whatever you want it to be. Yeah, Florida is the American Australia down under. Yeah, Florida is normally known as the penis of the United States. Yeah, Aleister Crowley used to summon me. I'm like, I told him not to do it anymore because I don't like him. The shit that he was doing to animals. So I said, don't summon me anymore. I'm not going to provide any services from you. You are a horrible person. I'm full of peccas. Yeah, well, whatever you think that's in there, right? The Star of David all comes from the Solomonic magic. You think so? I'm being summoned? I'll disappear. Deacon, you should review gummies since you're the high priest. Yeah, I thought about reaching out to the gummy company that I have to do a commercial for them. I think they would appreciate that if, maybe in the future. After hopefully I get 10,000 this week. Maybe I will reach out to them. Because usually companies don't take you seriously until you have at least 10,000 subscribers, right? Let's see here. Someone's eating your shorts? Oh, damn. Star of David is the older, but it is used for the control of demons. Yeah, good luck with that. Is the white collar to keep your chin in place? No, it's to remind me that there's dickheads like you in the world that have to be removed from my channel. Goodbye. Are you like rich? Nope. I'm just making it by like everyone else. The rumor was Alistair sacrificed. Yeah, he did a lot of evil shit to animals. Sex with animals. He was not a good person for magic. And it makes me mad when I have people celebrating Aleister Crowley. He's not a good person. He did not do much for magic. Magic would have been legal anyways He did a lot of evil things to animals. Do you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ? What do you mean by believe? In what way? Do I believe he was a human being? Yes. Do I believe he was a divinity? Certainly. And I believe you are a divinity too. I can't believe you're a jackass. Well, what does that make you? Let's see here. You never heard about the Star of David? I thought it was a Merkaba, the geom symbol for energy field. Yeah. Not all companies love it when they hear back from their customers. Just send the Bunny Company a heartfelt email and tell them you want to do it, just to reach out. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Now, the gummy company that I work for, or not, that I want to work for, they love the feedback. They're always asking for reviews, and so on and so forth. Let's see here. He paints, convicts. Sounds like a fun weekend. Yeah. You still watch the old Mass Magician Secrets revealed here on YouTube. Male and female positive negatives. That's the Star of David? Yeah, I wouldn't know. I'm not familiar with all this conjuring and stuff. I am not for it. I think I had some bad experiences when I was younger, when I was conjuring. I don't think it is safe to do such things. I think it is an illusion that you can control an entity from another world with drawing some scratchings on the floor. I think that is a scam. Yeah, why are women negative? Why can't they be positive? Thanks, Elsa. Let it go, let it go. Why am I Elsa? You think she is Elsa? Okay, that makes sense. She kind of looks like Elsa a little bit, right? Get it? It's all electromagnetism. Yeah. You guys are asking for something you don't want from an entity. I'm telling you. Yeah. I've had bad experiences doing that shit. Let's see here. Father Deacon, the pentacle is not the Star of David. No, it is not. No. Yeah. Remember that one time we had like a pentacle in the background. I had a tarot card with the pentacle, and people kept asking me if I was Jewish. They didn't know that was not a Jewish. They thought it was a Jewish star. Some of you remember that? That was hilarious. Like, are you Jewish, sir? Because I had a pentacle in the background. I was on the druid tarot deck, the ace of pentangles, and they thought I was Jewish. I thought that was hilarious. Do I think Jesus was a chiropractor? Yeah, why not? He could fix a good back. Someone said you're a con artist. They are accusing you. Why have you done that to them? Well, you don't have to be here. You only get conned if you want to be conned. Here, I am an entertainer. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay. There's all these people who like to bitch and whine on here because I'm not doing religion the way they want me to. There's an ancient sun symbol like the swastika. Interesting. Yes, I am an entity. Jesus is a healer. Yeah, that's what I believed. Yeah. There was a show called The Entity from the 1979, I believe it was. It was very terrifying. I remember watching it when I was a child. Called The Entity. It was about this woman who the scientists tried to get to the bottom of why this woman's bed is always shaking and shit. It was very, very terrifying. It scared the shit out of me as a child watching this horror movie called The Entity. Tarot is a powerful tool, certainly. Certainly. You like Baba Jolie? I'm unfamiliar with that. Let's see here. DMT is literally the stuff of dreams. Bowden, you are not religious, but good work. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome. I'm glad that I was able to get your approval. And that's very important to me. Your name is Azazel. You are the demon of the desert place. You taught people how to use metallic forges to make weapons of war for the ancient people of the world. Yes, we know all about you, Azazel. Mind has power, not the cardboard, right? I know of you. Yes, I do. No, I'm not Arnold. That you have the wrong stream here, Adam. I am not Arnold. You've come to the wrong place. Was the mightiest of angels that fell? That's the theme in Enoch, right? Yeah. Always, everybody, every time they read it in, was it? It was in Leviticus or Numbers. It mentioned a ritual to giving a sacrifice to Azazel. That really freaked people out, right? Now, I have come to the end of my program for today. 3.5 hours. Like and subscribe. Join us on Discord. I'll be back tomorrow morning for your spiritual entertainment. In the morning, in the evening. Tuesday, I don't know if I'll be here in the morning because I got to go to a doctor's appointment again. But our great interview Tuesday with our good friend Dr. Michael Martin will be on to talk about sophiology. So have a rest of your wonderful Sunday.